basketball a game of giants. When he had to, he knew all the tricks.
Nobody can pass that ball through the heart of the lane. 6. You're watching to put on a show here.
I love that intro.
Laker Nation, NBA community, welcome back, y'all, to LAKERLAND. I am your host, moderator, as always, Seven Mitchell. I'm in the building, and we got another one of those shows for you guys, episode 12. We in the building of LAKERLAND. You see who I got with me, Big ZZ in the building. ZZ, what's up, gang?
Not much, man. What's going on with you? How's everybody doing down here in LAKERLAND?
Yeah, man. Happy Sunday, brother. You know what's going down today. We got Dame and Giannis versus LeBron and AD. The Lakers versus the Bucks later on, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern on ESPN. So you know we here to talk our talk in LAKERLAND.
Yes, sir. I cannot wait to see that, bro.
My God, my God. So again, man, shout out to the NBA community. Shout out to Lakers Nation. And most importantly, big up to our Players Choice family. If you guys are new to this Players Choice platform, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, join our membership. Be a part of the Players Choice family. We definitely look forward to you guys rocking out with us this upcoming NBA season. ZZ, did you see the new top 10 of the NBA teams that Players Choice released? They just released their top 10 rankings of the NBA teams. Did you see that?
I peeped it. I'm about to pull it back up for reference.
Pull it up right now.
I definitely did peep that.
Okay, so what we have here, shout out to Players Choice.
Yes,
shout out to my bro Demetrius with the great graphics, always doing his thing. He definitely did his thing with these graphics, but they have Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets ranked number 1, followed behind the Celtics, the Phoenix Suns, Milwaukee Bucks. They got my Lakers at ranked number 5. Shout out to Players Choice for that love. Warriors coming in at 6, Kings 7, Cavs 8, Sixers 9, and the Clippers 10. These are the top 10 power rankings from Players Choice. What's your reaction, bro?
I mean, looking at the list, I'm thinking to myself, like, they have Denver number 1, maybe a hint of recency bias, but, you know, whatever. Apparently, Braun's out. Swear. Once again, your precious king is like, nah. It's crazy. But anyway, let me see what I was about to say. So the Denver Nuggets, like, to me, the loss of Bruce Brown, I was sitting back saying to myself, like, how much is this going to hinder their offense? What's up, Bit? What you up to, bro? How much is this going to, like, hinder their offense or, you know, deplete it or whatever, however you want to word it? And then I was watching that Bulls game, that double OT Bulls game the other night against the Nuggets, where the Bulls won, actually, surprisingly. Nikola Jokic in 18 minutes has, I think, 18 points on 8 of 10 shooting, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, a block, like all of this in under 20 minutes. And then I'm sitting here looking at Jamal. He looks pretty solid. KCP. And in that first quarter, Aaron Gordon had a pass or gave a pass to KCP where he had got the ball on the wing, or not on the wing, on the left elbow, drove in, attracted 2 defenders, kicks it to KCP, puts it right in the shooter's pocket, like right at his hip. KCP in half a second launches that joint. Bottom of the net.
Buckets. Yeah.
I'm like, so Bruce, like, even though Bruce Brown was like their, you know, 6-man plug guy, energy spark, if you will, that starting lineup is solid. They're gonna be fine. They're gonna be chilling. This was without MPJ the other night. They were clicking on all cylinders. Jamal Murray and Jokic, my top 1 duo in the league, number 1 duo in the league. They still are the same. So I can understand that. Me personally, though, I would have put the Celtics at number 1 just because I think that I like their roster a tad bit more in terms of a little bit more completion, because we don't really know who's going to be coming off the bench for the Nuggets to be their spark guy. We don't know if it's going to be Christian Braun. We don't know if it's going to be that Gillespie kid from the other night that was hitting electric buckets down the stretch, or what's his face, Braxton Key. Like, nobody knows. But I'm interested to see what Mike Malone does. Not mad at them for having him number 1. I get it. Milwaukee were they at 3? Is that what I saw?
The Milwaukee Bucks were at 4. They actually have Boston number 2 and Phoenix over Milwaukee. So Milwaukee is right above the Lakers.
I don't think that Phoenix is going to score a lot of buckets. We get that. Their roster is better than it was constructed last season.
with Bradley Beal.
With Bradley Beal, Bradley Beal bringing in Nurkic, and the help that they're getting, alongside the fact that we are still trying to figure out who's going to run point for this team. Is it going to be D Book? Is it going to be Bradley Beal? I hope it's D Book. KD's still going to be KD, whatever. But I just like the Bucks. I think the Bucks just have some sort of defensive presence alongside their offense because they have Giannis and Brook Lopez and Bobby Portis and that's not necessarily Dame. They did lose Grayson Allen and Drew Holiday, but I think that from that front line perspective, they're still intact. And with Giannis being able to pretty much stretch the floor as a big in terms of defensive versatility, that's going to be pretty interesting for me to look at. That's going to be something that I'm valuing a little bit more than Phoenix just going out there and scoring a bunch of points, Right. So don't know about that. The love for the Lakers, I do love. I do like that they have them top 5. I think that it is warranted going into the season, completely understandable, which means that if they fail, I am going to laugh my ass off on this show repeatedly.
Now, what's crazy, bro, not to cut you off, when I first saw the layout from Player's Choice, I thought that they were doing it by a player.
Oh,
so when they were rolling it out initially, they had Jason Tatum, who's representing Boston. They had Jason Tatum's card as number 2. And I'm saying to myself, I said, wait a minute. I got to talk to the bosses of Player's Choice. I got to talk to the bosses. Like, when has Jason Tatum become the second best player in the NBA? But then I had to kind of do my homework, do my research, and realize that we were talking about from a team aspect. And Denver is the defending champion, so I'm not mad. When you look at the top 10, though, ZZ, from Player's Choice as far as their rankings, where did they get it wrong, if anywhere?
So when I look at this list, I think to myself, I'm looking at that 8 through 10 spot. I think that some people in the chat, I think somebody had brought up, who talked about the Clippers in that chat you just brought up?
Let me pull it up. Someone did just mention about the Clippers. It was Sofexe said that Clippers healthy, not top 10, they higher if they are healthy. So we feel like if they healthy, they higher than what Players' Choices got them right.
And I see Mike in the chat saying the Clippers cannot be under the Cavs or the Kings. And here's the thing. The Clippers always, since the moment Kawhi and PG landed over there, have always looked good on paper going into a season. Have always looked good, if not top 5. Before Russell Westbrook got there, when they had John Wall, and we were looking at that layup, I was sitting here saying, "Oh shoot, they about to have a resurgence of John Wall over there in LA because he's playing alongside Kawhi and PG." The thought of it sounds great, sounds fantastic, and then the production wasn't really there. And then you factor in Kawhi got hurt, and then you factor in Paul George got hurt, and then you factor in Russell Westbrook gets there, and then they almost make it there because they all together made it to the playoffs as a trio, and then Kawhi goes down, and then it's just more and more dysfunction. So I understand that. I understand that from a on paper perspective for sure. Cleveland, I don't really remember Cleveland making that many significant offseason moves
and you got to question Spider-Man. Like, where is Donovan Mitchell mentally? Because there's been talks in the offseason about him relocating possibly to New York to to kind of set up that culture there. So Cleveland being ranked number 8 definitely gave me a little bit of cause to pause. I agree with you on that.
I mean, and I get that point too, because like for me, when I look at that Cavs team, obviously another team on paper that you say to yourself, Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, Isaac Okoro, whoever you want to throw in there. You're just like that front line and that defense on that front line. And then on that, and then when you have not the front line, the front court, my bad. And then what you have in the backcourt with Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland, 2 guys that aren't necessarily the best at, perimeter defense or whatever. But when you have a front court like that
they make it tough for you. They definitely can make it tough for you. That's a fact. Yeah.
So it's like that ideology or that thought is like, hey, they could make some noise. But like you said, I think D Mitch really, 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 really wanted to go to New York. And I think that now he's looking at it like, they traded me to Cleveland. Great. I'm in the Eastern Conference. Great. I don't have to run into the Warriors or, the Nuggets or anybody like that. I can have a little bit more fun in the Eastern Conference, battling it out. I don't think that Donovan Mitchell really wants to or is going to have a long-term tenure in Cleveland. I think that eventually he will find a way to get to New York. I mean, that's just my thoughts.
Well, when it comes to the rankings of your Golden State Warriors, they got them in at number 6. What's your reaction to where Players' Choice puts your team, and do you agree or disagree with their current ranking right now?
Obviously, like anytime that my team is mentioned in a top 10 list, especially with Chris Paul on the team, I'm gonna take my flowers and go. I'm not
Just
going
go
to
take
try
it and run with it.
I'm
That's
going
a
to
fact.
run with it. That is, I am. Thank you, Players' Choice. I'm not crazy. I don't know. I think that this Warriors team is definitely one of those teams that I think people think that they knew how they were going to, play out, once Chris Paul had landed there. They were just like, he's too old. The Warriors, they have no rebounders, yada, yada, yada. The way I look at it is Steph, Extend Station, what up, brother?
Salute this station. I think we lost ZZ for a minute, but we're going to get him back, man. This is Lakerland, man. Make sure you guys smash that like button. We are in the building, episode 12. We got a classic show. We got some special news and announcements to kind of throw at you guys in Lakerland. We got some giveaways. We got a lot of things that's about to happen here on our show for you guys. So just stay tuned. Of course, we're going to have our open panel segment here on the show. So hopefully you guys can join ZZ and myself later on in the segment so we can talk our talk. Bit, I see you in the building, Bit, so you're going to have to pop up on us when I drop that link, gang. You already know how we coming for real, but ZZ, what were you saying, bro? Because you had kind of...
Yeah, I went out. Anyway, what was I saying? So that starting 5 had the best offensive rating as a starting 5 in the league for the not limited amount of time, but they were together for a pretty okay amount of time to really look at that and be like, okay, it's pretty solid. Yep. So I'm not worried about that. The one thing people were worried about is, if Steve Kerr is going to have Chris Paul in the starting lineup with Steph and Clay and who's going to come off the bench. When you look at that offense, that's going to be a tough offense for defenses to stop, because if you have Chris Paul getting a screen from Steph Curry or Klay Thompson, a pick and pop of Klay Thompson, while Steph's running around on the other side, their heads are going to be on a swivel, because now you have, listen, when Draymond is making the passes, they're still elite, right? But you have Chris Paul, arguably top 5 point guard ever to play the game of basketball, that's making these passes to the greatest shooting backcourt of all time, however you want to look at it. Like that is to me is a fascinating, intriguing thing, because it's like, wow, you can point to the size difference and things like that. The Warriors' biggest strength in their entire dynasty has been their chemistry. If they find that last season they did not have that chemistry, why? Because Draymond Green punched Jordan Poole in the face. Did Jordan Poole deserve it? We'll find out in the 30 for 30 someday, but the chemistry was off. The season prior with Bielitsa and Otto Porter and them boys and Gary Payton II's emergence, you saw the chemistry through the roof from the offensive side to the defensive side. Klay Thompson coming back, good vibes all around, boom. Now the goal in mind, I guess, is to get CP0 rings a ring, so let's hope for the best. But yeah, I'm satisfied with it.
All right, Lakerland, it's up for y'all to make the decision. Are y'all rocking with Players' Choice top 10 rankings of NBA teams, or did they do a poor job of their top 10 list? Let me put it back up on the screen, get you guys' thoughts and reactions, and y'all let us know what your thoughts is about Players' Choice top 10 power rankings going down in the NBA. Again, man, shout out again to our brother Demetrius with the dope graphics. And big up again to Players' Choice with the great content, man. Y'all already know what this is, man. This is Lakerland, episode 12. 7 Mitchell. ZZ is in the building. Shout out to our third partner in crime, Light Out. He will be back with us, I believe, next Sunday.
I think so. If he's watching, I hate you.
Shout out to our guy, Light Out, man. He's been out, but he'll be back. He's in Cancun right now, showing off, living his best life. But we'll let him back in Lakerland next week. Mm-hmm. So, man, let's get into today's main topic of discussion, because like I said earlier, bro, it is going down today. It is definitely going down today. So let's talk about our main topic of this afternoon, man. The Lakers versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, this is interesting, ZZ, because these two teams, when it comes to games that matter, I don't think they'll be playing each other until March of next calendar year. So both games that the Lakers have versus Milwaukee are both in March of 2024. So this sample size that we're going to see today is going to be the last time of the year that we're going to see this matched up. Now, I'm looking at the injury report. I got to talk to the bosses about LAKERLAND, Easy, because I see our people in the live chat giving us some updates. I see Emilio said that LeBron is out. But when I'm looking at this injury report, I don't see that.
I see Chris Middleton, Cam Reddish, Jarrett Vanderbilt, and Gabe Vincent as game time decisions, like
Correct.
nonetheless. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like LeBron better not be ducking the smoke. I mean, I get his preseason, I get he's 40, but come on.
Yo, I need you to chill with that, yo.
Like,
LeBron is not 40 years, so I need you to chill.
No, I like I understand. I'm just saying, like, I get it, like, you know, but it's LeBron. Like, LeBron is a showman, he's an entertainer. You know, he's gonna go out there because here's the thing: the preseason so far has been fairly entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've been watching these games and I'm like, damn, like I'm actually Victor Wembanyama is literally lit. Here's the thing:
both hands, bro. Both hands. Wembanyama is getting it popping, bro. It's crazy,
bro. He's like people that tried with the Bowl comparisons. They said he was gonna end up like Bowl. I was like, y'all have got to stop with the hate. I understand you may hate glaze, but sometimes you got to sit back and be like, is this glaze appropriate? Like right. anytime that Sports Center is or Bleacher Report or House of Highlight, whatever, is posting LeBron, you see people in the glaze. I get that. But at the same time, this is the greatest player, if not all time, of our generation. So why wouldn't they post him a lot? Why wouldn't they post Steph Curry and the boys a lot? Why wouldn't they post a 7'3" giraffe from France that is literally something that we have probably never seen before? And everybody's like, oh, it's Glaze. He's going to be a bust. I'm like, y'all are just hating because you're trying to be different when you know that the potential is in, you know what this guy is all about. The only thing that's stopping this dude is injuries. That's it. But this dude is literally probably unguardable. Like from what I've seen so far, it is calling an alley-oop from the three-point line.
It's
like
nothing, bro. It's
like,
nothing.
what?
I watched this slam dunk he did, and I watched Thomas Bryant's face afterwards. Like, it just was like, man, that was just like his coming out moment. Like, yeah, yo, he's going to be the real deal. But like you said, man, this preseason, you know, for what it's worth, has definitely been very exciting. I can't wait. Now, Rodrigo says that if LeBron and Anthony Davis are out, they are ducking the smoke. Rodrigo, I got to talk to the bosses about you, Rod. I got to talk to you. I do. I really got to talk to the bosses because when has LeBron ever ducked any smoke, bro? When? Give me a time that LBJ ducked any smoke in these 20 seasons that he's played.
Anytime he got to go up against KD, which is actually ironic because both of them ducked the smoke from each other. It's weird. I don't know why.
No, LeBron and KD, for those guys.
LeBron and KD literally like anytime they're probably hanging out and they're like, oh, yo, you see, we play you like in a couple weeks. Word, right. You trying to go out to dinner? Like that's what they gonna like. They just like let's not play each other. Let's not show them this battle of the ages for small forwards. Like what? I don't know why. I hate that so much. But nah, if they miss out tonight, either they're ducking the smoke, which makes sense because this trade was the biggest trade of the offseason. So they're probably like, oh, I may not want to see them boys. I don't know. But they should play. Come on now. Why wouldn't they play? Like, let's be real.
Flint Waters says he cannot believe Shaq gave Lakers fan a show. Flint Water, why you so mad, bro? What, you in Michigan?
Bro,
he went to Detroit Pistons. You want the Pistons to get a show? Bro, I'm going to look out for you, Flint Water. Since you so upset about us having a show, bro, I'm going to make sure that the Pistons get some love here on Players Choice. So, fam, what's your expectations for this evening's game? Let's just say hypothetically, all the guys are ready to rock. We get LeBron, we get Anthony Davis, we get Giannis, we get Damian Lillard. What's your expectations? What are you planning on seeing tonight?
I plan on seeing a good-ass game for the first half. Like, that's about it. I don't see them playing. They're not playing the entire game. Braun definitely ain't playing it. Braun gonna be out.
They better not. They better not.
Braun's gonna be off the court first, which is totally fine. I completely understand it. So I expect like some high-powered offense. Damn right. Because who the hell is watching a Detroit Pistons? I mean, if you're a Cade Cunningham fan, maybe Isaiah Stewart, maybe Jay Ivey, like, come on, ain't nobody watching that. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm expecting to see Giannis in transition with Dame popping out to the three-point line. Giannis either dunking on someone's head or kicking it out to Damian Lillard for a 35-foot bomb. I'm expecting, or Giannis to block LeBron, or LeBron to block Giannis. Who knows? Anthony Davis, I'm expecting him to at least show me that he can, be tough with Anthony Davis. Like, because some of the times that they've played each other recently, Giannis has relatively been cooking Anthony Davis, like, for the most part. Like, it seems like AD kind of sometimes is running away from the contact or running away from the physicality of having to guard, that big ass dude. So I understand it, but yeah, I'm expecting to see something. I'm expecting to see a whole lot of highlights. That's what I'm expecting to see for the first half, only the first half.
I know it's the weekend, but respectfully, you should be incarcerated. You should be incarcerated, ZZ, and you should have to stand in front of a commissioner before you get bail to be able to come back home and talk basketball again. This is going to be a nice butt whipping that the purple and gold is going to lay out to Giannis and Damian Lillard in the first half this afternoon. I don't see anything good. I don't see anything close about what we're going to see this evening. As long as the Lakers cross their T's and dot their I's tonight, I got these guys showing that it's levels when we talk about these two duos. Trust me, we are going to fly by the first half. I don't know about the second half because we just witnessed what happened with my Lakers and your Warriors, how y'all eke by with this little win thanks to LeBron sitting out having dinner in the second half. But
that's his fault, not ours. Steph sat out too.
tonight, bro, humble pie is getting delivered. Humble pie is being delivered. Anybody who feels like Giannis and Damian Lillard is the end-all, be-all, and I understand this is a preseason game, but we got to play the game. It's going down this evening, and, man, bro, it's going to be nasty. It's going to be nasty.
If Chris Middleton plays, it's going to be nasty for y'all because then y'all going to have to factor in him too.
Come on, bro. Are you kidding me?
I'm not.
Do you think I'm concerned about Chris Middleton when I have guys like Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell and Rui Hachimura playing the way that they're playing in this preseason? I ain't concerned about.
I get that. I get that. It's just the fact that the Warriors have beaten the Lakers twice in this preseason alone is just wild.
Which is blasphemous. Blasphemous.
It's crazy.
I just realized that. I didn't like that at all.
But as a Warrior fan, it's don't get me wrong. I knew it was going to happen prior to because y'all can't stop the Warriors when they're hot. But they waited to play against the Lakers. Lakers won the league. Cook seven.
Let's get it.
But here's my thing. Bro. Y'all keep on playing with Chris Middleton, bro. As this big three that's in Milwaukee, I am telling you. What we saw with Chris Middleton as a second option was good enough to get this team a championship. Mind you, with all of his inconsistencies that we still saw throughout that postseason run, he would look like prime MJ one night and prime Smush Parker another night. But with all of that, they still managed to win a championship. Now you factor in Damian Lillard, who just finished averaging 31 a game last year, alongside Giannis, who also averaged 30 a game last year. Obviously, they're going to be your one and your two. Then you have Chris Middleton, who doesn't even need to be that big of a role. He just needs to knock down a couple swing shots, from one side of the wing to the other from Dame. If he pump fakes and kicks it over there, swings it over there to Chris and he knocks it down. Anything. He's a third option type of guy. He's a last second shot type of guy now. All of that pressure of us asking him to be Robin and be Batman or whatever Kendrick Perkins was off of that day. All of that, they don't even need him anymore to do that. They just need him to be that third option if just so happens to be that Dame or Giannis can't seem to get it going one night. They got Bubbles the fish. Boom. They're cooking. So y'all have Anthony Davis and LeBron James, who you have to worry about if Anthony Davis is going to be Anthony dominant or Anthony dumbass. And then you have to factor in LeBron. Is LeBron going to have to carry the load again? Is Austin Reeves? I understand Austin Reeves. I feel you on Austin Reeves. But D'Lo's been cooking. But once again, just like every other cycle that there is in the NBA, Harden in the playoffs, Ben Simmons in the preseason, D'Lo, he gives you 15 or 17 or 20 a night one night, and then 7 a night the next night, and then Laker fans are asking for him to get traded. I guarantee you, at some point in this season, Laker fans are going to ask for D'Angelo Russell to be traded. As a matter of fact, you're probably going to come on here and say that D'Lo needs to be traded, and I'm going to laugh my ass off. But anyway.
I want to show you because, see, numbers don't lie. And we can sit here and we can go back and forth here in LAKERLAND and we can talk this and we can talk that, but it may be a little bit hard to see. but I want to actually show you the production from our Lakers in this preseason. You talking about guys stepping up to the plate. Look who's leading the charge in these departments. We got Austin Reeves leading in points. We got Vando leading in rebounds. We have the playmaker, D'Angelo Russell, leading LeBron James in assists. And Anthony Davis is where he needs to be defensively. The lack of respect, and I know you're a Warriors fan, but the disrespect you show the Lakers, to me, is laughable. It really is. And the doubt that you show D'Angelo Russell, and you hate when I say this, but ZZ, what has the eye test shown you?
It's showing me what I just told you. The preseason is fine. It's fine. In 15 minutes of action a night to 20 minutes of action a night from D'Angelo Russell. Great. Amazing. But here's the thing about D'Angelo Russell. There's two parts to a season. You remember when Russell Westbrook a few seasons ago, there was a stigma around him in the league where it was like, he'll play like ass up until like January or February, and then he just goes stupid. And then we get to the playoffs, and it's kind of the same old Russ. But whatever. Cut the hate you pour on your Cheerios. I don't hate. Right. I speak facts. I am a Warrior fan on a Lakers show. There's only so much glazing that I can physically sit through in a 2 hours period. So I'm gonna get my shit off. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get my stuff off. My bad. Anyway, I'm just saying I don't hate the Lakers. I don't. I told you I give them props that they put them at top 5. I give them props for that. The Lakers had an incredible offseason, arguably the best one outside of Milwaukee landing Dame. But from an acquisition standpoint of putting together pieces, the Lakers by far, applaud Rob Pelinka. Give him a bonus or whatever happens over there. Don't know. But I don't hate the Lakers. I just hate the glaze. So I have to be there to just sprinkle in a little dub dust, if you will, from the Warriors and let you know, hey, we beat you twice in the preseason. Deal with it, and then when we get to the regular season, we're gonna cook. We just gonna cook. We're gonna cook, man.
When you talk about the collaboration of Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo today, again, this is the first sample size that we're going to get to see. Do you expect rust out of these two? Do you expect any real chemistry? What's your expectation specifically when we're talking about Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight versus the Lakers?
Here's my thing with them. I think that, given the fact that Dame was in Portland, obviously in a system that was run through him, obviously in a system that allowed him to cook 4 years. When you look at Giannis, his system was ran around him as well, right? So you factor in the fact that Damian Lillard is coming to Giannis's team. This is Giannis's team still. I think Bit said it in the last episode, or it was either him or the other guy. I forgot his name, but one of them was like, this is Giannis's squad still. So Dame's going to have to, in a better way of words, like play his role, if you will. Like, I don't know. He's going to have to play his role. So he's the second option on this team. Giannis is still going to cook. If they get a stop on defense and they're in transition, Giannis is known for going coast or getting a rebound. Giannis is known for going coast to coast.
Coast to coast.
And you know what I'm saying? He can either dunk it on your head or he can kick it to the corner. And now he has options of, which he used to have, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, if you will, Grayson Allen, Pat Connaughton, Joe Ingles for a point. Now he has Chris Middleton and Damian Lillard, who Damian Lillard can shoot from half court. So it's like even if they make that pass, it's still going to be deadly. Your head's going to be on a swivel with this team if they get out and run, which I feel like is really what's going to be what this team's strong point is. Even more, they just built upon what Giannis what made them kind of, more of a unit, if you will, for the years that Giannis was there, because they got a tank running down the lane. Might as well get him some shooters. Might as well get him Damian Lillard, who can make a lot of threes. One of the best 3-point shooters of all time. So yeah. So I see that. I see this chemistry aspect it has to work. Like for Dame, there is no ego over here. You're not going to come over here and be like, oh, this is mine now. Like he knows that.
Y'all keep saying that. Y'all don't know that. And that's my thing. What gives you the impression that Damian Lillard, a guy who considers himself the best point guard in the league, what gives you a real impression that he's willing to go to Milwaukee and become a Robin to Giannis's Batman? Because let's be honest, ZZ. Milwaukee wasn't a destination for Damian Lillard's request for the trade for a reason. It was a reason he picked Miami and not Milwaukee. So I'm not so sold that Damian Lillard, who's in his prime right now, who's had some prime years wasted in Portland, I'm just not so sold that he's willing to go to Milwaukee and totally play the back seat all 4 quarters, all 82 games, all through April through June. I'm just not sold on that, especially when you have a first-year head coach in Milwaukee that's not proven. The job and responsibility of that coach getting these guys to gel, it's going to be real challenging. And you keep speaking on Chris Middleton, bro. What you guys have lost in defense with Drew Holiday, you think Dame and Chris Middleton can substitute for that defensively? Because I don't.
I mean, Chris Middleton is a pretty solid defender. I know he's had some injuries, but he's 6'7". Like, bro has the defensive capabilities of what Clay did at the same height. So it's like they got length. They also have a Giannis. So it's like that he's going to probably be taking over the responsibilities of some of the best winged, players in the league, if you will. But my thing with Drew is, yes, Drew played phenomenal on the defensive side of the ball. Damian Lillard is just as phenomenal on the offensive side of the ball, if not even more, because that's what they had to give up. With Drew, it was a matter of, we know he's going to give us great defense every night, but is he really going to be able to, hold his own, or not hold his own, but contribute, to Giannis if Chris Middleton's having a bad night or if somebody's having a bad night, whatever. But my thing is that, like, Damian Lillard, if you look at it from a standpoint of the makeup of the team, right? And I understand what you're saying about how he wanted to go to Miami. I get that. We talked about that in the last episode. But the reason, to answer your question, the reason that Damian Lillard would play the Robin is because, like Damian Lillard just said, I think it was yesterday or the day before, him and Giannis, they spoke on the phone. The conversation was basically about how they know that they need to actually act in the regular season. The thought of how great this is was phenomenal to them, but they have to act. They have to put in that work. That's what he said they talked about. So in my head, to answer your question, why would Dame want to play the Robin? It's because Giannis has something that Dame wants, a ring. So as a solo option, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're Damian Lillard, you are what, 34? Is he 34?
33, 34 years old.
30, something like that. I'm gonna look at that right here. So if you factor all of that in and you say to yourself, okay, he stays 33. So you say that he's still in his prime. Cool. He's probably got a couple more years of that prime. Maybe Dame might be all right. He might be all right to like 36, I feel like. But Giannis is the younger guy, the best player in the league, like Damian Lillard said also in the interview. So he acknowledges Giannis as the best player in the league. You can say that Dame may think he's the best player in the league, but if you play basketball, if you're a hooper, if you ever hooped in your life, you know for a fact that you're going to think to yourself, that's how you think to yourself as a hooper. I'm the best player on the court. Obviously, that's what you think to yourself. It keeps your confidence up, keeps your motivation up, whatever. Damian Lillard is not the best player in the league, even if he thinks he is. You know that. I know that. Chat knows that. Portland fans know that. Everybody knows that. Giannis, if he said he was the best player in the world, all right, yeah, he might be onto something there. He's probably accurate. So Damian Lillard's going to a situation where he's with the best player in the league, a team that is removed from a championship only 2 seasons ago. Thank you, Jalen. Love you, brother. A team that's removed from a championship 2 seasons ago. Why would Damian Lillard in any way, shape, or form say to himself, you know what, I'm going to come in there and F this up? Why? Because I can. Because I'm the best player. No, I don't want to be a Robin. It ain't about what you want at this point. If you don't want a ring, that's your problem. This is your only opportunity in your entire career where we have looked at you and said, Damian Lillard is on a championship contending team. If you went to Miami, we still wouldn't have looked at you as a championship contending team as we would have looked at you on the Bucks. I've been preaching for Damian Lillard to get to the Bucks since like 2017, 2018. 2018, 2019. Been preaching for it. Don't give me that look. You mean to tell me that with Damian Lillard going to Miami alongside Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and the rest of their role players and undrafted prospects, that is a championship contending team? I get it, granted. Jimmy has been to the finals twice. Jimmy is a different breed. Hall of Famer. We get that. But when you look at the makeup, and every time that the Heat made it to the finals, they were always missing something. When they ran into LA, what were they missing? Rebounding, and maybe they had defense, but it wasn't as good as the Lakers' defense. Somebody to stop LeBron James, all of these things. Made it to the finals this year. What did they miss? Bam Adebayo couldn't guard Jokic. Jamal Murray cooked. Everybody cooked. MPJ cooked. Bruce Brown cooked. Jimmy ran out of gas. All of these things.
But you're totally disregarding some elements. Like you didn't even mention Eric Spoelstra. You didn't even mention the Heat culture. Like that's a winning organization as well. Mm-hmm. And again, if Damian Lillard was to go to Miami, what has Jimmy Butler won? Even though Jimmy Butler is the Batman, What has Jimmy Butler won? Nothing. So I am willing to believe that Jimmy Butler will be more viable or liable to defer to Damian Lillard at any moment of the game because he's looking at the big picture. You cannot convince me. You can't convince me, ZZ, that Giannis is willing to totally defer to a guy who has never won anything. Like, I just find it hard to believe. Let me bring on Bit because Bit has been waiting. I am going to drop the link, Lakerland, if you guys want to come up and chop it up with us about this evening's game between the Bucks and the Lakers. The link is in the live chat. Shout out to our Players Choice family. Big Ox is in the building. Jalen is in the building. Big Ox, did you like the beam this week? Because I know you saw our Lakers go crazy over your boys. I was thinking about you as soon as I seen that final score. But let me bring the big homie Bit in so we can get a little bit of talking about this evening's game. Bit, what's going on with your gang? Let me get you in here. What's happening, fam? Salute.
What's up, brother?
What's good? How y'all doing?
Oh, man, we coolin', bro. What's your expectations for tonight's game? We got LeBron and AD versus Giannis and Damian Lillard.
Man, you know what time it is. We finna step in there and show out. You got ZZ up here capping for Christmas. Boy, Roy
shame on him, man.
AR is finna cook that, man. He gonna have to get benched. They gonna have to be Crowder or some shit, man. We is not worried about no Chris Middleton. It's gonna be a good game in the first half. And then the second half of the game, we just gonna see Jalen Hood, whatever he gonna do. He gotta, I don't know. He's straight. He just gotta tighten up his drives to the rim. The game gonna be good, though.
I can't wait, bro. Humble pie is going to be delivered tonight. All this talk about Giannis and Dame being the best duo in the league, like all this is just cat to me, bro. And I don't want to be disrespectful because these are two superstars, but they aren't proven. Okay, when has Damian Lillard ever had played with somebody of this caliber?
Right, but how are you saying that this is a bad thing?
When is Damian Lillard performing outside of the
because chemistry matters in the
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that for damn sure.
Because chemistry matters in the NBA.
It does. You're right.
Momentum matters in the NBA. The NFL football is different. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. It's a one game in the playoffs, stuff like that. If you don't have good chemistry and you're going up against a team in a 7-game series, because you know the game slows down in April more to a half-court game, you're more liable to get exposed if you don't have that right chemistry. So just because on paper these guys are the creme de la creme, look at Russell Westbrook was a former MVP.
Yes, but Russell Westbrook, with LeBron and AD? If that was Damian Lillard, you tell me how that would have worked out with LeBron and AD. 7?
Who knows? Than
Russell Westbrook. What do you mean? 7. Be real with me right now. Be real with me right now.
I'm trying to be because I'm not playing 2K. I'm not playing 2K. I'm looking at this
2K. It is fits. It is literally fits. When Russell Westbrook got traded to the Lakers, I said this is one of the dumbest trades I've ever seen in my life. How the hell are you going to pair Russell inefficient Westbrook, love him to death, but inefficient Westbrook alongside LeBron James? Russell Westbrook without the ball in his hand is not the same player as he is with the ball in his hand. He may still shoot the same amount of terrible efficiency from the field, but he's not the same player. Damian Lillard coming off ball, playing for LeBron James, with LeBron bringing the ball up the court, having Dame coming off ball. You tell me what would have happened there. Damian Lillard knocking down LeBron James, saying to himself, oh, I'm in transition. Who I got to kick it out to? Russ? Hell nah. Damian Lillard? Hell yeah. Let me see that thing. Let me see you stroke that thing one time, cuzzo. Pause. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The fact of the matter is you could have plugged in a lot of other guys other than Russell Westbrook, and it would have been a better fit. Chris Paul, at his old ass age, the Banana Boat crew would have been halfway reunited. You could have thrown him in there. Would have been a much better fit than Russell Westbrook was. Let's be real here. Now, back to Damian Lillard and Bucks.
Well, hold up, Zazie, because what you're telling me is that Damian Lillard and Chris Paul and these guys that you just mentioned would be willing to take the back seat that Russell Westbrook did. Russell was willing to make this thing work if he could and come off of the bench. You're not getting that from Dame. You're not getting that from Chris Paul.
No. Russell Westbrook got forced to come off the bench.
Chris Paul, what's the name, would have to come off the bench?
Right, Chris Paul. Like, let's be real, Seven. Russell Westbrook wanted to start. He wanted it to work. And then it was painfully obvious that it was not working. So then all Laker fans were saying on Twitter was, bench this man. or cut this man or trade this man, whatever. Get him off the court at the same time as Rajon Rondo and LeBron. Why was that even a freaking like what?
Running with the bench, man.
Like it's not. And then my thing was I was saying if Russ came off the bench, that'd be a better fit because Russ is playing point guard and LeBron isn't on the court. If you wanted to even throw Anthony Davis in there just to keep the bench unit like kind of scary, that would have worked. Russ and AD were low-key pretty underrated together, in my opinion. But when you have LeBron James on the court, who is ball dominant, as he should be, Anthony Davis, who is a post scorer, and Russell Westbrook, who can't do anything without the ball in his hand, it's a recipe for disaster. Now, back to your point about Damian Lillard and Giannis's chemistry. Here's my thing. You told me that Giannis would never want to defer to Damian Lillard, right? Or something like that. What were you saying?
Yeah. I like, why? Like, I understand that Damian hasn't won anything. And I understand that Giannis has won a championship. And I'm not saying that Damian Lillard isn't a team player. But what we are projecting is an area that we have never seen before. Like the best players that Damian Lillard has ever played with was who? CJ and Aldridge at the time. Like, this is a whole new cup of tea. And like what you're asking from these two guys has just never been asked before from these two guys. So I'm just not sold that it's going to be smooth sailing, bro.
He could do it though, Seven. All he gotta do is just carry the first 3 quarters, let Giannis do the big moment come up. Giannis not gonna want the ball in them clutch moments. He know what time it is.
So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight before we go into the next segment. So you want me to believe that Giannis, you want me to believe
when you look back at who Giannis
willing
has deferred to when they won the championship, it was Chris Middleton in the clutch. Chris Middleton was the closer.
In the clutch.
That was what it was like. If anything, for anybody that was an idiot back then, that was. I remember the memes of people would put up after Giannis and Middleton had a good game. They would try to compare them to Shaq and Kobe. And the only reason they made that comparison was because Giannis was the dominant post player and Middleton was the closer. Who Shaq would defer to in the clutch was Kobe. Why? Because why would Shaq shoot any game winner, right? Unless it was an alley-oop or something. Now you have not just Chris Middleton to knock down game-winning shots with daggers or whatever. You have Damian Lillard, Dame time himself.
But ZZ, he might be on his ass because we know what Damian Lillard do inside the first round.
Bit, I'm gonna bring you back up on our next segment. Bit, we about to jump off to a next segment, bro. I'm gonna bring you up to on another segment that I open up the panel on, bro. Appreciate you coming up with us for this one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Salute to the homie Bit. So hold up, bro, because I'm not going to let you get away with this, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not going to let you get away with it. I see Marty in the live chat. I'm not letting none of y'all get away with this. We're not talking about isolated moments where you could have plugged in Damian Lillard instead of Russell Westbrook or this person, that person. We're talking about a consistent vibe. You mean to tell me that Giannis is going to be willing to defer to Damian Lillard when the moments matter the most? He's going to be comfortable deferring to Damian Lillard, someone who hasn't won yet, and that's not going to affect the superstar level of Giannis? No way.
When have you seen Giannis? When have you seen Giannis be the closer of a game? Think about it.
I watched Giannis game 6. What was it? Game 6, game 7 of the NBA Finals when he dropped 50.
Yeah, it was game Phoenix. 6. That was for he dominated them from the start of the first quarter to the end of the fourth quarter. That was not a closeout game from Giannis as much as it was a choke job from CP3 and the other boys. But Giannis went stupid the entire game. In the postseason, Giannis would defer to Chris Middleton because Middleton could knock down mid-ranges and post fadeaways and three-pointers, all of the things that Giannis is not good at all as compared to Chris Middleton of all people. Now you're factoring in Damian Lillard, who is arguably a top, 4 point guard in the league still, maybe the best point guard in the West to some people if Steph Curry didn't exist, right? And that's completely warranted. I understand that. Now he has that, a man who once again just came off of averaging 30 last year. Why in Giannis's right mind would he say to himself, I have Damian Lillard, one of the clutchest players in the league since he stepped foot in it in 2012, one of the clutchest players in the league. Why would he say to himself, yeah, nah, I don't need him? Why would he do that? I'm going to take this mid-range, even though I suck at mid-ranges. I'm going to go to the line and shoot these free throws, even though I'm terrible at free throws. I'm going to go shoot a three-pointer, even though I'm terrible at three-point. Why would he do that? Well, he has
Because
Damian Lillard.
it
and
affects
Chris
his
Middleton.
legacy. To me, it affects his legacy. That's why.
But it doesn't, because we know Giannis can't shoot. I'm not expecting Giannis to be the closer of a game. And if he, like, I've seen him do it before in very rare spurts. I remember back in when I was a Knicks fan in 2017 when D Rose was there. There was a game winner that Giannis hit. He backed down one of the scrubs and hit a post fadeaway on him at the buzzer. And I was like, damn. But in my head, I was like, the reason I'm so mad is because Giannis doesn't do this. He doesn't do this. When have we seen Giannis and said, yeah, he's one of the most solid mid-range shooters in the game? He's not. He's a duck his head and slam it on you type of guy, or alley-oops, whatever you want to call it. Just a tank. That's what he is. He's just a tank. Now, if he knocks down some shots, it's great, it's cool, but he can make up for it by still putting the ball in the bucket in the paint. Whereas Ben Simmons can't really relate to that. That's why we criticize Ben Simmons more than we criticize Giannis for not having a jump shot or whatever, even though Ben Simmons clearly does not have a single jump shot. But whatever. He's working on it, right? The point that I'm trying to make here is Giannis Antetokounmpo, no NBA fan should look at the Bucks and say, if the game was on the line, I'm giving the ball to Giannis over Damian Lillard. Giannis is looking at it like, oh, I have even more help for a closing, right? In the closing moments than Chris Middleton has given me in the last 7-8 years. Now I have Damian Lillard, who is one of the, was it three walk-off playoff buzzer beaters, right? OKC, Houston, two. Yeah, two. So why wouldn't he defer to him? Please tell me.
I'm about to bring up Devin real quick to get his reaction and thoughts to this evening's games. They said, what's your legacy based off of longevity or what you did at your peak? Yeah, this is definitely an interesting segment that we probably can touch. But I would just say off the top, SOP, it's a collective. You know, you have to have a resume and you have to be relevant in all assets of the times that you play. You don't have to be the face of the league throughout your career. You don't have to be an all-star throughout your career, but your resume has to hold up and it has to have some type of consistency and stability. So it's like multiple elements and facets to me that play a role in this. Let me bring up Devin the one real quick to get his thoughts on this upcoming game this evening. Devin, what's up, gang?
Yo, what's up?
Yo.
Salute, family. Big up to you.
Hey, well, I just have to say, I came up to say that the Lakers this year are not going to contend.
Really?
Ha!
For the championship. Yeah.
I need you to do me a favor, Devin, because if you
Say
can
it
hang
again.
tight, I'm going to bring you back up because we have a topic in a few minutes. There was a poll that came out with the NBA general managers. They do voting on different polls every year. The Lakers actually got 0 votes as being a team to compete for the NBA title. So I actually had that on the menu. So Devin, if you can hang tight for a couple minutes, bro, I'm gonna bring you back up because I would love to have your opinion when we talk about that extra topic.
The Bucks tonight. You know, I got the Bucks. Damian Lillard, Giannis. It's over for the league. Well,
oh really?
It's over for the league. Yes, it's over for the league. And well, the Bucks and the Suns, I would say, are the top 2 contenders. But anyways, yeah, you said you're gonna bring me back. Well, bring me back.
For sure. When we have us on a segment, I'm gonna definitely bring you back up. But before you go, real quick, Devin, what gives you this reason that Giannis and Dame is going to excel so quick when you're dealing with a first-year head coach, someone that's not proven on this level?
Right. Well, I mean, I'm just a big Damian Lillard fan. You know, I'm also a Steph Curry fan. Damian Lillard is the closest thing we've seen to Steph Curry. I do think Damian Lillard is a better scorer than Steph Curry. I think Damian Lillard is underrated all time, actually.
Okay.
Like extremely underrated all time. He's been in an unfortunate situation in Portland for his whole career. The organization has been terrible. You know, I think if you give Damian Lillard, Klay Thompson for all those series, you know, I don't think Steph Curry wins one. You know, that's just how it goes. You know, he just hasn't had the level of support someone like Steph Curry has had.
I wouldn't say that I don't think Dame's a better scorer than Steph, but I feel you on the Dame underrated part. I don't like the way that people are like, wait, did he leave?
No, I brought him. I'm gonna bring him back up on
Okay.
our next
All right. But my thing is like with that is like, bro, when people are always like, if Dame had what Steph had, I'm like, Dame has had opportunities to leave and have better than what he's been given. But Dame wanted to stay loyal to Portland because Dame thought that for some reason, Portland in the free agency was going to be a hot destination. It never was. We've preached for Dame to leave Portland for many years. And because he didn't leave Portland, in the postseason, he shoots 41% from the field, which I think Russell Westbrook might shoot better than Dame from the field in the playoffs. I'm looking it up right now. I swear I hope not, because if so, Russ fans are going to have a field day. Russell Westbrook in the postseason shoots, Okay, Russ in his first postseason career shoots 40.8%. So, yeah, 41%. They both shoot the same. They literally both shoot the same from the field in the postseason. Dame and Russell Westbrook. Now, Dame shoots better from three, albeit, but that's because Russ is statistically the worst three-point shooter in NBA history. But my point is that Dame, outside of the first round, I've seen Dame get locked up and outplayed by Drew Holiday in a postseason before. And I think that at that time, the Blazers were like the favorites to win the series. So Dame has had some stinkers, some bad stinkers. So yeah. If he had better teammates, which he's had opportunities to have, now he has Giannis, even though he didn't want to go here. Boo-hoo. But yeah, I'm not buying that logic because Dame has had opportunities to leave and chosen to stay. If you are the closest thing to Steph Curry, I would think to myself, maybe I should get some of the things that Steph Curry has. Maybe I should go team up with someone like all of my freaking peers are doing. Gotcha. LeBron, D-Wade, whatever, you know.
All right, boys and girls, this is LAKERLAND episode number 12. Please smash that like button. We are live and we are lit this Sunday afternoon here in LAKERLAND. Do remember that we are live here on Players Choice in LAKERLAND every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, and every Sunday, 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern. So make sure you guys pull up, rock out with us twice a week. We got so much in store this upcoming season. We about to get into halftime of the show. So we're just going to go through with some quick announcements and things of that nature when it comes to the platform. Now, here at LAKERLAND, we are going to be doing some giveaways. We're going to be doing some raffles and things of that nature. We're going to be rolling out things very soon for you guys. We're going to be doing some lotteries, giving away some free memberships of Players Choice to you guys. So make sure that you guys stay in the loop. Make sure when you guys are on social media that you guys are hashtagging LAKERLAND, and make sure that you share the live stream. Hashtag LAKERLAND, share the live stream, and you'll automatically be a part of our lottery that we'll be having. We'll be consistently rolling out all types of games and giveaway throughout this upcoming NBA season. So I'm really excited for the potential of what we got going on. ZZ, did you have any news around the NBA before we went on to our next topic, bro?
Well, I guess I can just go over what's the day, the 15th. So I'm just gonna ask you, I'm gonna read you off the matchups that are slated for tonight, and I want you to give me your picks. Chat, I want y'all to also give me your picks. I'm gonna go one by one. All right. Okay. So the first game of the day is at 5 p.m. Is the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Charlotte Hornets.
I'm going with OKC.
Chat, I hope, really, really hope there's no Hornets fans in the chat, but yeah, I'm gonna go OKC too. At 6, it's the Raptors versus the Taipan, some other team that is not in the league. The Taipans.
Some type of exhibition game. Yeah, I'll go with Toronto. I'll go with Toronto by default.
There we go. Grizzlies and Heat. Grizzlies are 2-1 in the preseason so far. The Grizzlies they're an interesting one.
Who did they just beat? Milwaukee, right? If I'm not mistaken, they just beat Milwaukee.
What was that? Friday? No, Thursday night. No, they just they lost to the Hawks.
Remember?
Huh.
I can't remember. But
I can't
yeah, I
remember
got
either.
the Grizzlies. I got the Grizzlies.
Okay, for sure. Bucks and Lakers.
Oh, I'm definitely going purple and gold skies, bro. You already know.
You said by a landslide, right? Like they was gonna mop the floor with them.
The first half. I
Oh.
don't like everybody predicts this back and forth thing between Dame and Giannis and LeBron and AD, and I just don't see it that way. I see LA just pulling away in the first half, cakewalk style.
Okay, fair. Obviously I'm going Milwaukee. At 9, we have a rematch of the Nuggets and Bulls. This one will go into triple overtime. Maybe no, it's not. But Jokic is gonna cook. I'm picking the Nuggets off rip. Sorry. Who you got?
I'll go with Denver.
All right. I like it. And finally, final game of the night. We have the 2-0 Golden State Warriors and the Sacramento Kings, who are 0-2.
Oh man. Like, I just honestly,
the Warriors, mind you, were ranked higher than the Kings on PC's top 10 list. You seen that too? They were
right,
they
because
were
they had Sacramento ranked at number 7.
I think it was 7.
Let me pull it back up. Players' choice have Sacramento ranked 7 and the Warriors 6. Okay.
Mhm.
Respect that. I respect that. I'm going with Golden State.
I like it. I'm going with Jonathan Kuminga. That boy about to have a breakout year. I feel it, bro.
He's been a problem, bro. I'm not even going to hold you. He has definitely been a problem.
And the thing that annoys me the most is that last season I saw all of these flashes and I'm like, bro, he's athletic, he can guard, he can shoot a little bit, like,
right.
And Steve Kerr just wouldn't play him. And I'm like, and I get he was young, he was like 20 or 21 at the time, like he's really young, like my age, and I'm like, but you see the potential, you see if you need fresh legs, like this is a phenomenal option for you right now, like. You need some springs. You need some alley-oops to hype and blow the roof off the place, whatever. Like Kuminga's, I think he's going to be more and more unlocked. Him and Moody, bro. Moody's the 3-and-D specialist. Like you can just see it in him, right? And that other dude, Podzimski, Brendan Podzimski. I can't say his name. I'm gonna start calling him Pods. My man's Pods, bro, looked like a problem. I don't know what it is about the Warriors player development, but or at least in the last couple years. But damn, like they got some people that look good over there. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, that's about it for me. For the night, we'll tap back in on Sunday and see what happens.
Already know, man. All right, cool. This is LAKERLAND on Player's Choice. ZZ, you want to go ahead and spin the wheel? You want to get into our LAKERLAND wheel for our next topic?
Let's go. Let's get into it.
All right, let's do it. Ooh, no playoffs. Let's talk hypothetical real quick, ZZ, before I bring the fellas back up here for our next topic. Hypothetically, let's say this thing does not work. Let's say this thing blows up in Los Angeles this season, right? And they do not even make the playoffs. Who do you think is going to be the scapegoat? Who's going to take the real blame at the end of the day if this thing does not work?
It's gonna probably be Darvin Ham, considering that people are wondering if he is a terrorist coach or not anyway. So, and he has made some questionable decisions, like in his short tenure, especially at the beginning when he was running lineups of, like I said, Rondo, Russ, and LeBron on the same court at the same time. Why is your backcourt Rajon Rondo and Russell Westbrook? Darvin Ham, please tell me what you're thinking, right? Just stupid. But at the same time, if AD gets hurt, he's gonna probably be the scapegoat. If Braun gets hurt, if he gets hurt, it depends on when LeBron would get hurt. Like if he got hurt in the later part of the year, it's like, damn, maybe they should have rested him. Who knows? If he gets hurt in the beginning part of the year, it's like, damn, he's not gonna win any awards, whatever. He'll be ready to go by postseason time. And if it's a nagging injury like his foot injury was last year, it can obviously kind of slow him down in the playoffs, have him chucking up a lot more threes than we expect him to. So there's a lot of factors that play into this team. I think personally that even if Anthony Davis were to get hurt, right, or LeBron were to get hurt, violate the like button. Sorry. If one of them were to get hurt, though, they have Rui Hachimura, D'Lo, Austin Reeves, Jared Vanderbilt, Christian Wood. They have all of this solid, backup that I think they can be in a slightly above 500 team if AD or LeBron is out. I can see them. I don't see them falling below 500 unless the chemistry isn't there for some reason. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think that guys are going to be able to, because with LeBron and AD on the floor, guys are going to have to play their role. If one of them is off the floor, that opens up the floor for someone else that can rise up in Austin Reeves or a Rui Hachimura night, or a Christian Wood night if Anthony Davis isn't there. So, it can work, but all of those factors, it can go one or two ways. And I'm leaning more towards the Lakers making the playoffs than missing the playoffs.
Yeah. So I want to be clear. Rob Pelinka, win, lose, or draw, you think that Rob Pelinka, the general manager of the Lakers, he gets a pass regardless. Like if this thing doesn't work, you feel like Rob has done a job that, it's not in his hands or his responsibility no more.
Rob will not. He ain't gonna get no blame from me. As far as I'm concerned, he got blamed for me for making the Russell Westbrook trade, you idiot. And then once he realized that it was terrible, he was able to flip Russ for Vando, D'Lo, Malik Beasley, and they made it to the Western Conference Finals as a play-in team. Solid. Now we're expecting championship for the Lakers, like Light Out alluded to, championship or bust. That's the expectations, but it's only because it's the Los Angeles Lakers. You feel me? So it's like I wouldn't blame Rob Pelinka if it didn't work out. He did everything in his power to rewrite his wrongs, and they got to the conference finals last year. So, I wouldn't blame him at all. I'd blame more Darvin Ham because of whatever it is. It's going to be coaching related more than the GM's fault because he put together a solid team. Lakers fans like it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Right. All right, let's get into it. Next topic, fellas. Appreciate you guys rejoining us here at LAKERLAND. We want to jump into our next topic. A couple voting polls I want to kind of discuss and get your guys' reaction. Let's first start off with the king, LBJ LeBron James. So, if I'm not mistaken, ESPN this week had dropped their list for best players at each position. And they have LeBron James, believe it or not, ranked as the 4th best small forward in the NBA. They had Jason Tatum number 1, I believe Kevin Durant number 2, Luka Doncic number 3.
Nope.
Luka's not a
Then
small
LeBron, then Kawhi Leonard at number 5. But they have LeBron James as the 4th best small forward in the NBA. This was by I believe this was by ESPN. What's y'all fellas' reaction to LeBron being ranked the 4th best small forward in the league?
That's bad. That's bad business. It's bad business.
Yeah, well, I never looked at Luka as a small forward either.
Yeah, he's a point guard.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't mind having. I would still say KD is number 1, based off of
Number 1.
last playoffs. I mean, him, KD, and Booker were going off. I know Booker outplayed him, but he still provided pretty heavy offensive impact. And at 7 foot, it's still KD over Jason Tatum. That's just me.
Can we agree? Does anybody think that Jason Tatum is the best small forward in the NBA? Let's get that out the way.
I could agree because of availability. Majority of the games, he's gonna give you defense. He's gonna give you 30. He's gonna have them bad games, but I could take Tatum at 1. I'll probably say KD and Brian tied at 2, but I can take Brian at 3. But
I'm with that too. I was gonna say exactly what he just said. Jason Tatum at 1 is because of his availability solely. Like I can't definitively say
how many games did he play last year? He played like 65 plus.
He played more than KD and LeBron and Kawhi.
I know that for sure.
But here's another thing too that's crazy to me because it's like somebody had told me the other day. It was like a healthy Kawhi Leonard in the postseason. I haven't seen a player like him in recent years. But the problem is that he keeps getting hurt. And I'm like, when you see Kawhi, like think back to 2019, for example. I'm gonna go back 4 years. In 2019, I was absolutely just mesmerized by Kawhi. I was like, how is he this good? How is he this unstoppable? He had mid-ranges.
2021.
You can go to 2021, exactly. You can even go to last year.
Like 50 50 and 80. I don't know how he was doing
Yes,
that.
bro. And I'm sitting here, and the thing is that with Kawhi's game for the longest time back when he was in San Antonio, I was like, man, I can't. After this is post Tim Duncan, retiring and Mon's retiring, I was like, I can't really watch Kawhi's game because it's just so boring. I don't know if it's him or I don't know if it's San Antonio. Then he gets to Toronto. That's how it was mainly because the San Antonio system I thought was more boring as a team. Even though they were successful, they played a lot slower than I'm more of a fast paced type of guy. That's why I like the Warriors. You feel me?
Right, but the playoffs come, especially when they won that series. Oh my goodness, Kawhi was turning.
Kawhi was absolute. Like that was when I really became a Kawhi fan again. Because when he was cooking in Toronto, bro, it was like he could drive down the lane. He was shoulder checking people, dunking on people, fadeaways, clutch through. Like it was. I was like, yo, and on top of the defense that we already knew was there.
Yeah, no, you're right. Like Kawhi definitely turns up like in the playoffs, but I mean the problem is obviously he just doesn't play. Like I pretty much gave up on Kawhi at this point. Like I think,
if Kawhi was healthy, who
end up retiring soon.
Kawhi.
Say that again, Bet.
What'd you say,
if Kawhi was healthy, who would y'all take? Because y'all know Kawhi turn up. Would y'all take Kawhi or y'all would still take KD?
I'm taking Kawhi.
Both healthy.
I'm taking Kawhi.
I think I'm gonna take Kawhi too.
Kawhi.
It's tough because with KD, it's like KD we know he's gonna give us the offense. It may not be like you said, like in the postseason last year. I think he shot like 47%, which is still good for any NBA player. But for Kevin Durant, we're expecting high 50s or mid to high 50s. You know what I'm saying? But Kawhi in 2 games last year, he averaged 34.5 a game, 6 assists, 7 rebounds, shooting it at 55% and 60% from 3.
Crazy.
88% from the free throw line in 2 games. And we was watching these games. We was like, damn, can't nobody stop this man. And then he got hurt. So it's like, it sucks. It really sucks. But I think I'd take Kawhi, give him a slight edge over KD because he plays both sides of the ball. Still still better than
Kevin.
That's
close. But I mean, KD also, plays both sides of the ball. I would say he is a better rim protector than Kawhi. Kawhi obviously way better on the perimeter. But when KD, when he's turned up, he can also play defense. Like I said, can get stops on the inside, get boards, play with the big men. I would say a little more than Kawhi. He don't outboard Kawhi. Kawhi, but I'm saying, gang,
what's your thoughts on
KD.
LeBron being ranked number 4th as a small forward, Uncle Don? What's your reaction to LeBron being ranked 4th?
That's not a reach, but I think LeBron is
really
he's top 3 to me though. But I'm a big LeBron fan.
Luka in there, then I can't really be mad.
Give me your top 3 small forwards.
LeBron is the only small forward that really do everything on the floor. Pass, shoot, dunk, whoever you want him to do, he'll do it. That's what I give LeBron. He the best all around. He got the best all around game to me. If I want to build a
Aaron
player,
in the building, what's up, Aaron?
I'll build him like LeBron.
Aaron, what's your thoughts on LeBron James being ranked the 4th best small forward? Did ESPN get it right? Aaron, can you hear us? She might not can hear us. All right, let me bring up LAKERLAND is lit. Young Africa in the building.
Salute, LAKERLAND, fellow Laker fan myself.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
It was good.
Thank you for joining. So Young Africa, let me ask you, bro, what was your thoughts to this ESPN poll having LeBron as the 4th best small forward? Did they get it right or not?
Very surprising. No, they did not get it right. I've been listening to y'all, and salute to everybody on the panel. But, this KD propaganda need to stop, man. Look, KD not a great rebounder. Hasn't been his whole career for 7 foot. He's not a two-way player at this point in his career. He doesn't bring it on both ends of the court. And so when we talk about LeBron James, he is right behind Jason Tatum. I'll give him that.
Somebody got some bad reception.
That's me. I'm mute my mom.
No, that's not Young Africa. Hold on. We're going to get it right. I apologize, people. That might have been. I think it's Aaron. Aaron, I'm going to mute you up. Aaron, when you get your mic together, I got you. You can unmute yourself.
Can
Oh,
can
Young
she hear
Africa,
us?
apologize for that, bro. Yeah, I
Oh
can
no,
hear you
that's
clear
okay.
now.
But I was just saying, like, LeBron James is number two. I'm gonna give Jason Tatum that because of his prime. He plays two sides of the ball better than LeBron James at this point of LeBron's career, and so Jason Tatum is number one. LeBron is number two. Luka Doncic is not a small forward. You know, he is a point guard. He is a primary ball handler, so we can remove him off the list. And this is what I would say: top three. Top three for me: Tatum, LeBron, and then it is Jimmy Butler as the third best small forward in the NBA. I consider him a small forward straight up. Better than
Yeah,
KD.
he is a small
Yes, I
forward.
said it. Yes,
He
I
used
said
to
it.
be a shooting guard, but he's small forward.
No,
Small
about
forward.
that
Jimmy
one.
Butler and number three. Put some
Yeah.
respect on Jimmy Butler, man.
I would
you do
say, I
gotta
would
give it to
say
Jimmy.
at
He
this
went to the finals
point,
twice.
You
at
can
this
have some
point
more.
He
in
went to the finals twice.
LeBron James' career, he doesn't play any defense as far as well in the regular season, and in the playoffs he turns it up a little bit. But I mean, Kevin, if you look at Kevin Durant,
You seen what he just
if
did?
you
He
look
smacked-
at if you
He
look
wasn't
at Kevin
playing defense in
Durant,
the playoffs. You
He
didn't
was
see no
smacking.
I believe he averaged 2 blocks a game.
He was smacking.
right?
shit
But
up.
I'm
Golly.
saying like from what I see, from what I'm looking at, LeBron James is just he stat pads, you know, during the regular season. He doesn't.
Right.
He's not.
stat pads.
You know,
Oh.
looking
How
to
is he
help
stat
out his
padding when
teammates
we're
How you
in the
stat pad?
playoffs?
offensively, and
That's-
but you know, on defense, if
You
we're
only
talking
stat
KD
patting
versus
when you
LeBron,
losing a
I'm
game.
taking
If
Kevin
you winning
Durant.
games, you
You know,
can't
like I
stat
said,
pad.
shot blocking, rim protection.
And we can't hear everybody one at a time, please, so I can make sure I get everybody's opinion off.
Right,
Appreciate
and
you.
at
Shaq
this
in the building. I
stage
see you,
in
SB.
both
Salute
their
my bro.
careers,
Salute, family.
at this stage in both their careers, right? LeBron James, I mean, he's not as good a shooter as KD. So, I mean, with his athleticism not being as it once was, you know, he's just not the same type of player. But Kevin Durant, you know, he has lost a step. He has lost a little bit of a step. But, you know, he still has that 7-foot rise up jump shot. That's, you know, when he gets it going, still
But
unlockable.
who is clutch now?
This is
More
nasty.
KD or LeBron? Who is more clutch?
Who's more
Right
clutch
now?
today?
KD.
I'm taking
I don't think so.
absolutely.
Really?
I would say
Right now, all
Nah, I
time.
think
if you look
LeBron
at
got
Western
it.
Conference
LeBron
Finals,
KD
How
is
is he
averaging
stat
almost
padding if
40
we was
points a
trying to
game.
get into
We
the
talking about
playoffs?
clutch though. We talking about clutch. Who gonna
Wait,
take
right
that last
now or
shot? Who
all
gonna take the
time?
last pass? Who gonna
LeBron is
make the play
averaging
happen?
almost
I
30
don't think
points a
KD
game.
gonna make it happen like LeBron.
Hey,
gonna
wait,
make
no,
it
I'm
happen.
asking you a question. You talking about right now or all time?
Yeah, right now. Like
Oh,
then I'll
KD,
be
KD right now.
KD
LeBron
right
all
now.
time.
Right.
KD.
KD right now.
All
LeBron
time
all
That's
time.
LeBron.
that's
Oh,
irrelevant. You just up here
Yeah,
capping.
LeBron all time for
Talking
sure.
about
Yeah.
stat pad.
Stat padding, yeah. So
yeah.
let me ask the brother a question about stat padding. So
Okay.
was Kevin Durant stat
Yeah.
padding during the playoffs when he was averaging in the low 40% and not hitting and still taking those mid range jump shots? Was he stat padding? What was he
Wasn't
doing
the
out
Suns already
against
in
the
the
Nuggets?
Yeah,
playoffs?
so
What was he doing?
right, but
I'm
see,
just
he
asking.
was getting the
Right.
bulk of the defensive attention throughout the playoffs.
Welcome
which
to the
was
life of a
opening up-
superstar, bro.
Which
So
was
I don't really want to.
opening up
Welcome
Devin,
to the life
but
of a
see, he was
superstar.
still putting up. He was still putting up
When LeBron was
30
averaging,
plus.
He was getting
He was
the
still
ball.
putting up 30 plus.
Devin Booker
and
was
stat
cooking, man.
padding.
What?
I didn't. I
All
said.
time,
I said
LeBron
Devin
is
Booker was playing better than Kevin Durant. I already said that. But see,
Tell
what
me-
I'm saying is Kevin Durant was still a major part. I mean, that Suns team was weak all around. I mean, one of the weaker teams, obviously, in the entire playoff. The weakest supporting cast of the entire playoffs. But if you look at it now, like I said, I mean, the Suns revamped. I mean, I'm picking them to win the championship along with the Bucks, who, like I was saying earlier, just added one of the better point guard, one of the more underrated point guards of all time in Damian Lillard. And he will have a showing out party in the playoffs. I know a lot of people talk shit about his playoff performances, but it's tough when you're lacking any type of pressure release, you know, on your team.
Hold on. You're moving real fast though. So.
I got you. Wait, before you,
go ahead.
wait a minute, Young Africa. I'm about to drop y'all down for a second. I appreciate y'all because we're going to get into the next segment. If you guys want to rejoin the panel, just do me a huge favor if you can. I know some of y'all are out, But if you guys want to join the panel, I need you guys to cam up. I just got a call from the bosses, so I need y'all to cam up if possible. I'm gonna bring y'all down. If y'all can back up, I'll bring y'all up on our next segment. Just give me 1 second, fellas. Let me drop everybody down. Bit, don't go nowhere, bro. Hang tight for me. Y'all stay right there, and I'll get you guys right back ASAP. Real quick, though, we got our brother from the C Red show, the Chicago Bulls show here on Players Choice. Got the big homie SB, Shaq in the building.
Man?
Shaq, what's up, family?
Chilling at work, ready to get off in here in this radio station, clicking the ones and twos, seeing y'all chopping up. Hey, come support my boys. Come support y'all, man. See, I got my boys gear, so they know what I represent.
Hey,
just know, because you know we do the shows. I already put the word in. We might do like the versus show. So if Lakers play the Bulls this year, just know we got to have it on stream. I'm talking crazy the whole stream. Zach LaVine hitting threes. I'm letting y'all know how the energy gonna come.
I'm definitely not gonna let you get away with that whole Zach LaVine conversation because I remember. I remember vividly.
I'm still here. I'm with it. I'm still here.
Let's get it. So, Shaq, let everybody know, bro, what C Red got going on and when y'all actually do y'all show here on Players Choice so they can all tune in.
Oh, yeah. We do it every Monday and Thursday night, 8 p.m. We talk about everything Bulls related. We bring different crazy topics. Be ready to tune in for Monday's show. Is going to go down. Ron or whoever running PC got an answer for this. Y'all go to PC Instagram. Y'all get a chance. They rank my Chicago Bulls 25th on the power ranking. Somebody going to have to pay.
Damn,
put cases on everybody in Players Choice. Everybody getting the case put on them Monday. It's going down Monday. Somebody got to get a case put on them. Because it's
I'm about to talk to the bosses to figure out. I don't know who is responsible, but
we gonna find out who's responsible for it.
We're gonna get to the bottom of it. All right, SB, I appreciate you coming up, bro, to join us here on Lakerland family. Absolutely, all day.
C-Red all day, man.
Absolutely. Big up to you and the other two homies, bro. Y'all stay safe. No doubt, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in to my guy Shaq and the Chicago Bulls show C-Red here on Players Choice, man. They be getting it popping. I believe also later on this afternoon, for all you Warriors fans, we got the Gold-Blooded show with KB Haley and damn, I don't forgot my guy's name, bro. I should be ashamed of myself.
Wait, did you say KB first?
KB Haley and my boy, God, yo, he's gonna kill me. Gifted, yes, Gifted. My
there you
bad,
go.
Gifted.
There you
Jesus
go.
Christ! Shout out to them.
Wasn't gonna say anything.
But we in the building, man. Lakerland episode number 12. We about to move right along to our next topic. ZZ, I asked you real quick off air. To give me your top 5 duos in the NBA in order. I showed you this image and I asked you to write down who's your top 5 duo in order currently of the NBA.
Mm-hmm. So, wait, can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me? I don't know.
I can hear you now.
Okay. All right, bet for sure. So, when I looked at that list, pull the graphic back up so I can see everybody on the list.
Gotcha.
So for me, I don't know if I'm gonna go 1 through 5. I'm gonna go 1 through 5. Screw it. At 1, I have Jokic and Jamal, for obvious reasons. At 2, and the way that I'm gonna do this is projection based off of the duos. So I'll have Jokic and Jamal at 2. I mean at 1. Dame and Giannis at 2. At 3, give me who did I have at 3? KD and D-Book. At 4, give me Steph and Clay. And at 5, give me Braun and AD.
This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Really? How that's so disrespectful that you putting a bunch of unproven guys in front of LeBron and AD who just won a championship.
How about guys that won 4? Because that's the guys that I have ahead of them in Steph and Clay. I got another guy that won 2.
But y'all wouldn't have had that 4 if it wasn't for Kevin Durant. Let's not act like Klay Thompson is a real impact player to y'all 4 rings.
So Klay Thompson in Game 6 is the reason that the Warriors even made it to the finals that year. So that's another finals appearance courtesy of Klay Thompson. Now, when we're talking about chemistry,
what we talking 2021?
Yeah, we could throw in 2022, my bad. 2022. So here's my thing with Steph and Clay. I don't think that anybody in that list has chemistry, especially that dates back as long as Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. And even I was watching the Big Three podcast or Deep Three podcast. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They put in Steph and Draymond and their top 5 for their favorite duos, right? And I was like, Steph and Dre. When you think about it from a duo aspect, everybody's always like, they need each other so much. So I'm like, I could have even put in Steph and Dre from a chemistry perspective, literally, if I wanted to, in this 4-year stretch, because Steph gave you the offense, Draymond gave you the defense, or at least the majority of it. So whatever. But back to my point, Kevin Durant and Devin Booker are 2 of the best scorers in the game. I cannot, when I'm looking at a duo, if you want to put those 2 in a 2-on-2 on blacktop, those 2 they're going to cook. They're going to cook expeditiously. Jokic and Jamal Murray have proven just as much as Anthony Davis and LeBron James have. What are we talking about right now? As a matter of fact, they proved it more recently than Anthony Davis and LeBron James have. So get that ish out of here. Don't even try that with me. They've proven that they can play more games, even though Jamal Murray, like I said, is still having his own injury problems based off of that ACL that he tore a couple of years ago. But he still managed to put together a pretty solid season and playing that role as Robin to the Batman of Nikola Jokic. And we've seen those 2 for years as a duo. And the only thing that we said about them was, if they are healthy and they have a full squad, they can cook. And what happened? You give them health, you give them a full season together, they win an NBA championship. And all they were missing was Nikola Jokic's MVP, which was given to Joel Embiid out of sympathy, who was also not on my top 5 list. I don't even think Joel Embiid and James Harden were on the graphic, were they? No. Do you see him anyway? That's damn, that's crazy. Luka and Kyrie are on this list. And they didn't even make the playoffs last year. But Joel and James Harden are not on this list. That is crazy. That is wild. But I want to hear your list. Give me yours.
First of all, before I even spit my list, I want to say that you're very disrespectful.
Very.
Your list to me, you have clearly shown that you are not a Lakers fan. You have clearly shown that. And
I hope so.
There really was no debate on that. But if anyone was confused, I think you've laid it out completely. But here are my top 5 in order. I'm going with LeBron and AD at number 1. I do not see Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, who has not proven to do anything together yet, being better than them. I got them being number 1. Number 2, even though we haven't seen the sample size yet, when I'm comparing everybody, I'm going to go with Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo as the second best duo in the league. I got Devin Booker and KD at number 3. I have Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic as the 4th best duo. I keep saying time and time again, I don't want to be disrespectful to Jamal, but I don't feel comfortable putting Jamal Murray in a superstar role right now in comparison to some of these other guys that we have when we talk about these duos. So I got the Nuggets number 4, and rounding off my top 5 duos, I got Jalen and Jason in Boston coming in at number 5. I had the Clippers at number 6, but based off of availability, I had to go with Boston.
I just think it's funny how you say that I am disrespectful towards the Lakers.
You are.
I am. But when you are disrespectful not only towards the Warriors, which personally, I mean, I understand because, we're at odds, but the Nuggets, I'm confused here. Like, I understand your point about, being a little hesitant to put in Jamal Murray as a superstar. I get that. But the same hesitations that you have for Jamal Murray are the same hesitations that I would have for Jaylen Brown or maybe even Jason Tatum with all of his inconsistencies. Now,
wait a minute. And again, I know you hate when I say this, but I know the eye test shows you that Jaylen Brown is a better player on both ends of the court, right or wrong?
No, it doesn't show me that. It shows me that Jaylen Brown can't go left. He can't go to his left. Jamal Murray can go left.
Jamal Murray can compete with Jaylen Brown on the defensive end.
I'm not okay. So from the defensive side of the ball, when you look at them and you say, can they compete with each other? A 6'4" dude and a 6'6" dude, if I'm not mistaken, is what Jaylen Brown is. Let me look it up for reference, but let me get back to the point. Obviously, on the defensive side of the ball, he's not the same exact impact, but that's not to say that he's some sort of slouch on the defensive side of the ball, or that he doesn't give any effort, or that it is a detriment to his team. Jaylen Brown not being able to go left. As a matter of fact, not even that. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are one of the worst duos in your top. Are the worst duo in your top 5, in my opinion, because they don't complement each other at all. Their games, you would think complement each other. But oftentimes what you saw when the Boston Celtics, for example, in 2022, in the first half of the season, were playing like dog water, Marcus Smart told the media, well, it's literally your turn, my turn. So of course we're going to lose some games. He called out what their system was to the media because they were playing so bad, because that's what it was. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum play the exact same way. The difference is Tatum actually can go left. So when you look at it from that perspective, you say, how do they complement each other's games? For example, Steph and Draymond Green complement each other perfectly. Draymond as the screen setter, finding Steph off of these screens, the engine of the defense. Don't look at it like that. You know what it is. 4 championships.
Because you know, ZZ, you know the real engine behind your team is Steph Curry. There is no real solidified duo in Golden State, bro. Those guys have really changed and turned into role players, truly.
So let me get this straight. Klay Thompson, who once again, let me reiterate for the 15,000th time on this show, after 2 of the worst injuries that a basketball player could possibly have ever, comes back. And mind you, Steph is the one that takes a hit last season in terms of playing games because he missed certain chunks of the season alongside Andrew Wiggins. The team was not healthy for pretty much any point in the season besides, I think, the first month. But Klay Thompson ended up getting slander on Twitter, people saying, calling for this man to be traded, all of the yada yada, even though I said when Klay Thompson is hot, all of this slander will go away. All of the haters will disappear, which they did. Klay Thompson ends up leading the league in 3-pointers. And then we get all the way to the Western Conference Finals. Klay Thompson has a bad series. Cool. We get that. Andrew Wiggins also had a bad series. Draymond Green also had a bad series. Jordan Poole also had a bad series. Dante DiVincenzo was pretty solid.
You're making my argument for me. Thank you very much.
How am I doing?
Because I just told you there's no solidified duo in
There
Golden
is
State.
no. There's a solidified duo. There's a solidified duo because you saw it in that graphic. There's a duo that is supposed to be solidified in Philly that wasn't even on this damn graphic. How is Cat and Anthony Edwards on this list as a duo over the reigning MVP and the reigning assist leader in the game?
Let me tell you why.
Who also is not in your top 5.
Let me tell you why. Because you, me, Bit, Lakerland, the NBA community, everybody knows that Klay Thompson is a shell of himself. And if you want to compare him to Anthony Edwards or Karl Anthony Towns, there is no comparison.
Please tell me what the hell Karl Anthony Towns has done in his career that Klay Thompson hasn't. Please tell me. How many All-Star appearances does he have?
Wait a minute.
How many finals appearances does he have? How many postseason appearances does he have? Please tell me what on God's green earth has Karl Anthony Towns done in his almost decade career compared to Klay freaking Thompson?
I want to be clear on this for the American public. If you are a general manager right now, you are drafting Klay Thompson before you draft Karl Anthony Towns. That's all I want to know.
So let me get this straight. With Karl Anthony Towns, for all of the offense that he gives you, what does he provide to you on the defensive end? Because here's the thing. With Klay Thompson, you know what you're getting with Klay. He's going to be either hot from 3. Talk to me about Cat. He's not. Over 300 threes in one season is
Klay Thompson has proven
54 points on the Hawks last year is not 12 threes multiple times in a month.
But we have an 82-game season, ZZ.
I am very confused right now because it's kind of like you're just using a lot of bias here, disregarding the good stuff that Klay gave you last season, disregarding the fact that when Steph and Andrew Wiggins weren't there, Klay led the Warriors by himself to an above 500 record, to a winning record without his best player.
Fellas, I need some help. Uncle Don, I need some help. I can't do this no more. I can't do this no more. Nasty word.
Talk to me.
This is
I
nasty
understand both sides when it comes to duos, because I would put Steph Curry and Draymond as a duo instead of Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson is not a duo to me.
What's your top 5 though?
It's kind of like I'm the host of this. AD and LeBron, they like Kareem and Magic to me. There's no better duo than that.
This is insanity. Y'all,
I swear to God.
Insanity. They're not the best duo in the league if they can't play more than 60 games.
Quick question.
Bro,
they're not.
Quick
question.
It's not a far-fetched. Shaq and Kobe to me.
Who's the better duo? Dame and Giannis or LeBron and AD?
LeBron
Damon
and
Giannis.
AD.
I got LeBron
Damon
and
Giannis.
AD.
AD.
Kid,
I got Dame.
LeBron
I got Dame as the best player in the game. I got Dame as the best player in the game.
So y'all can't say
So let me
When they play
let me
tonight,
get this straight.
They haven't.
Who you
We ain't
think
seen them
winning?
play, so we
games
got
together.
it.
We've seen
Who you think
LeBron and
winning?
AD win a
We
chip.
see LeBron.
Yes.
AD
So
play.
let me ask you all this question. We've seen LeBron and AD win a chip.
Crazy.
Why
We
is the
just seen
same
them go to the
logic?
Western Conference Finals.
Let me ask y'all. And who swept them? Tell me what duo swept them. Tell me what fucking duo swept them.
I don't have.
Tell me what duo
LeBron and AD as
swept
number one.
them.
They're
Tell me
number
if
two.
Ant. Okay, fair bet.
Jokic and
fair.
Murray are
Jokic, Shaq,
one.
and Kobe.
Bron and AD are two, but they
Magic
just went to the
and
Western Conference Final where Bron would have missed.
Smash that like button,
this
people.
is crazy.
So let me get this straight.
Joker, and Murray is like Shaq and Kobe to me, and LeBron and AD is like
They can have the
Magic
number
and Kareem.
But
LeBron
Bron
and
and
Anthony
AD are
Davis.
two. It's no
in their
way
tenure,
you got them.
in their
fourth.
tenure, LeBron and AD have played together 4 years, about to be 5 years at this point. In their first year, in LeBron's first year, missed the playoffs.
Got hurt.
The next year, the bubble. The next year, bounced in the first round. The
Why
next
you
year,
keep downplaying the bubble like
the
it
next
wasn't real?
year.
Like they was the
The
only
next
team
year.
that was
No,
there.
I'm not downplaying it. I'm not downplaying it. I'm not downplaying it at all.
Stop.
That's just what it was. It was the bubble. It was the bubble. The NBA Finals. The NBA Finals. It was a ring. The NBA Finals was played in a
I know
bubble.
who's gonna win tonight.
Everybody had a
The NBA Finals.
Who's gonna win tonight, kid? Who's gonna win tonight, kid?
The Bucks.
This is a preseason,
Why?
y'all. I can't
Tell me why.
They got Damian. If Damian Giannis is playing, the Bucks is gonna win.
I don't think they're gonna play him
Why?
like that.
Bron and AD playing the
Because
first
they're
half.
better.
The first
We
half.
only hold up, fellas. We only gonna get one half of
Of
play
the
from
starters.
these
If that.
main guys.
The Lakers
Yeah,
don't
right.
win the first half.
They
The
got
Lakers
better
don't have-
defense,
But kid,
better offense.
what is giving you this
Oh, let me pull up
position
the
that
stats.
Miami got this on lock when we've never seen Dame and Giannis play together, and this
You mean
is a new
Milwaukee?
head coach.
The Bucks don't even
We
have
already
the
know
scoring on the
Giannis.
bench.
Yeah, you know an
What's scoring
all-star,
off the
right?
bench
But
today?
I'll say
Wait a
the
minute, I
Lakers
can't
got
hear.
the more
One at a
advantage.
time, please, fellas. I can't hear everybody at once. One at a time, please. What you say
The
now,
Lakers
kid?
got
kid?
more of an advantage because they.
You know,
they
in
got
the
more
All-Star
stars
game,
on their
right?
team.
And Giannis and Dame was playing together, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Look how good they was playing. See
But
now,
look at,
see?
but wait a minute.
Y'all
Wait a
already
minute.
got-
Wait a minute, kid. Kid, we can't do that, kid. Because look, you got to take into consideration the surroundings of the All-Star team and the head coach is a great coach. Like we're talking about new territory with Milwaukee. How are you sold that it's going to work tonight?
I just feel like the Bucks is gonna win because they got better defense. That's all I feel like.
Okay. I can respect that. I
Better
can respect that.
defense.
I can't better defense. I can't.
Better
The
offense,
Lakers had number one-
defense.
the Lakers
Better
had number one
offense, too.
defense last year. So
What offense?
No, the
do they
numbers
have
do show
outside?
Milwaukee. The numbers show
Not
Milwaukee
beating the
is
Lakers,
slightly
though.
better defensively than the Lakers.
not Lakers. The Lakers had the number one
Crazy.
defense last year.
This is nasty.
After the All-Star break. And then
Yeah,
I'm
they
talking
had-
about the
yes,
preseason.
they
I'm
still got
talking about the
same team
preseason.
from the All-Star
You're
break.
talking about the
They still got
and
the
then-
same team from the All-Star break.
Mhm.
They do.
We have the
Only
best.
person they
We have
missing
the
is Schroeder.
best chemistry.
Yeah, they had the best chemistry last year after the All-Star break. After
And
the
then
trade.
and they ain't had the best chemistry. It was the Nuggets. It was still the Nuggets. Let's be real.
I'm talking
No.
about besides the Bucks. We
The
talking
Nuggets
about
had
the Lakers
Joker,
and the Bucks.
the unstoppable force. He Shaq.
Right,
man.
and that unstoppable force,
That's
along with
about
that
it.
chemistry,
I'm already
Who
got
is
to
scoring
compare.
off the bench? Who do they have off the bench? Because we got a lot of people coming off the bench. Who do they have? Cameron Payne.
That's a fact.
Okay, fair
That's a
point.
fact.
I dig.
Wait a minute.
I dig
Hold
that.
up. Bit. Who has campaign? Who signed Cameron Payne?
The Bucks.
I
The
think
Bucks got
Milwaukee.
Cameron Payne.
Milwaukee got them.
Really?
But listen though,
He
Seven,
not
listen
bad.
though,
He not a
Seven.
bad player.
We got
Malik
Austin
Beasley.
Not a
Reeves
bad
who
player.
can
That's a good
match.
basketball.
Austin
No.
Reeves can
I
match
like
up Chris
him.
Middleton's
Yeah, I like him
scoring.
too. He could
Quick
dribble.
question. Hold
Like
on,
Jack
hold
said,
on.
he could dribble.
Don't you think Giannis played kind of like Shaq?
Good. Not
Okay,
Giannis.
so
No.
wait, hold on.
Joker.
And don't Dame kind of play like Kobe?
No.
No,
I'm
man.
saying,
No.
look,
Here
what
y'all
are you
go.
doing?
I get
Y'all
I get
keep
Murray.
going this.
Hold on.
I'm just
You
trying
know-
to get.
Yeah, go ahead, kid. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to get a
Murray
comparison, like how Kobe and Shaq was working together might be the same. How Dame and Giannis might work together too. Just
They
saying.
don't got enough pieces around them though. They only got
They
Chris
don't.
When they
Middleton.
do,
gotta build
because
chemistry.
everybody got enough time. So when they do,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying?
So
I
let
feel
me
like that's gonna be a triple threat.
Seven. Once again, I'm gonna ask you this question. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna ask it to the panel.
What stopped Giannis last year though?
You said what?
Injuries.
Thank you.
Injuries.
That's my point.
What stopped the
Mhm.
Lakers last year? An injury to
Injuries.
LeBron.
No
right?
sweat.
It's,
They
I
had
mean,
no
injuries was happening a lot last
Not
year.
really.
So
I mean,
here's
the
my
Lakers
thing,
was still
right?
playing through the
All
injury.
teams.
LeBron
That-
played through his injury.
And
Steph
and he
Curry got
shot
injured.
26% from three in the
Steph
postseason.
Curry
Still
got
got
injured.
to the Western
he was not
Conference
doing no
Finals.
quad.
We
And
still
in the
got
Western
to
Conference
that
Finals,
finals.
and in the Western Conference Finals, did
All the
LeBron
good
James
players got
shooting
injured.
help y'all give y'all an advantage or a disadvantage?
Bro, we
First half,
lost,
yeah.
bro.
First
Don't
half,
act like
yeah.
it was just a bad season. We still made it to the
No,
Western
no, no.
Conference
I'm
Finals.
giving. Here's the thing. I don't know where the disconnect is. I'm giving y'all the props.
No, it's
Y'all
not
had a
disconnect.
phenomenal
Wait,
It's
season
the way
what do
you
you mean?
say it.
What's
It
your
just be
because
like,
y'all got
Yeah.
y'all made it, but
y'all got
No,
swept.
we made the Western Conference
That's
Finals,
funny.
but nah.
Y'all made the Western
Nah.
Conference Finals and were the only team in
What
the
was the
entire
problem?
postseason to get swept.
So why would we
So-
bring up?
The
Why
game-
would we bring
we
up
got
somebody
swept.
else?
The games
It's
was
kinda
Why
swept.
I gotta
tough.
come back to the Lakers?
Say what?
When we bring up somebody else's issues, always come back to the Lakers. Like if I say Giannis got hurt last year, and then they didn't go to the finals because that was the reason they didn't go to the finals, right? Because Giannis didn't get hurt.
Right.
I
Giannis
think
got
about
hurt.
Kyrie and
But
Luka this year.
LeBron got hurt, but still played.
And he shot 26% from three. Yeah.
Mm.
And then the
Because he
boy,
couldn't drive in.
So imagine
your best,
when
yeah, I
he
say your
don't shoot
best small
26%.
forward, Kawhi Leonard.
Like the Memphis series. Okay, in the Memphis
Kawhi
series,
Leonard didn't play at all.
I'm not even gonna lie to
come
y'all.
back
I'm not
up
even
and
gonna lie to
join
y'all.
us, Aaron.
I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. So obviously, Seven thinks that I
Right.
freaking hate the Lakers. Like he thinks that I hate them.
You
right?
do.
Last season, though,
tell.
last season, though, when they matched up with Memphis, I was the biggest Laker fan.
He got to.
I was like, bro, please mop the floor with them. Please stop it. And now we have Dylan Brooks in Houston. Thank you, Lakers. Thank y'all. Do that again this year. If they still talking that stuff, do it again this year, please.
They gonna do it. I can tell they're gonna do it this time.
Yeah.
How they did Golden State the other night.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron,
I don't think Kyrie and Luka gonna look like this year.
Playing
around. Looking like two kids in the park.
The same.
You think they're
It's
gonna
gonna be
get
like
better
two kids in the
in their
park.
defense or something? They really need to get their defense
not
up.
better.
I'm
Williams.
saying they need to get
They
their
should have
defense
kept
up.
Christian Wood. I ain't gonna hold you.
But see,
I don't know. He wasn't really working out over there.
He better off in
here's
LA.
the funny
He is
part.
better off that way.
The quick draw. They don't never shout out the quick draw. They don't never want to acknowledge this quick draw. They got swept, but they made it to the Western Conference Finals. They
And the
started
games
off
was
2-10.
close,
They had a new roster. People do not want to give the Lakers their respect for what
That's
they
a
went
fact.
through last
They don't.
season. So,
Cause
Thank
LeBron,
I
you,
respect the
shout out to
Lakers. I
Quick
respect
Draw
the
for making
Lakers.
that
they
point.
don't like the Lakers because LeBron.
Aaron, what's up, Aaron? Wait a minute. What's
Remember
up,
when
Aaron?
LeBron never played for us? When Kobe was playing for us? Everybody liked the Lakers.
Let me get
He's
Aaron
not
in here.
lying.
I was
Like,
a
oh,
big
I
Kobe
like them
fan.
Lakers.
He's not lying.
I was a big Kobe fan.
Yeah.
I can't lie because that's how I was towards Miami. I
Aaron,
never
you in
liked
the building.
Miami.
Aaron, you got your
LeBron
microphone
made me
working?
not like the Miami.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's good, Aaron?
I don't think the
Aaron,
Mavs
did you
making
get
it
your
to the
mic
playoffs
working?
this year.
Nah, I don't think the Mavericks they still don't impress me at all. Like they got Luka and Kyrie, and I'm just like, cool.
I just like Kyrie Irving.
I'm gonna have to mute
They need a
everybody, 'cause
they need
I
a
got-
dirt
hold on,
bag.
hold
They
on.
need to get
Hold on,
Porzingis.
I gotta mute everybody. Hold on, kid, because I want to make sure I got everybody's. There we go. All right, Aaron, you good? I don't know if Aaron's mic is working. Aaron, I see you, but I don't hear your mic. Never went out on us.
Was it my mic?
Just let me know in the chat when you got it together. No, it's Aaron. It's Aaron. I can hear her. I can hear her
I don't think she
connection,
talking,
but I
OG.
can't hear her voice.
It's probably the mic.
All right, well, could be the mic or the speakerphone. Well, I'll give her another chance at it. I do something else. I did want to go across your fellas' radar. Since we're talking about the Lakers, Rob Pelinka. What are your thoughts on Rob Pelinka overall? Because me and Zizi had a conversation earlier in the show, and we talked about if this thing goes sour for the Lakers, if they don't make the playoffs, hypothetically, who would be the scapegoat? Who would get the blame? And Rob Pelinka's name didn't come up because some people feel like basically he's done his job. What's your thoughts on Rob Pelinka? And does he get a pass? Does he get a pass regardless of how the season plays out?
This reminds me of the Giants coach. It's up to him for them to have a good season.
Facts.
He got to have a good season with this boys.
That's who it's gonna be. The skate gonna be Darvin Ham. If he get in there and mess up them rotations, it's gonna be bad. All he got to do is do exactly what he doing in his preseason. Run Christian Wood, run the double lineups. Depending on the teams we play, you can run big lineups.
Yeah, we
Don't be
could.
out
It's
there.
a fact.
Don't be out there just running
Especially with
against
Giannis' team, we're
everybody.
gonna have to play big. And we're gonna need
Exactly.
Christian
He
Wood.
needs to, and y'all hit on every single point. The last thing y'all needed to say was that he needs to keep AD's ass in the paint.
Nah, AD could be a forward with
if
Christian Wood as a
AD gonna
center.
hit, if
I
AD gonna
don't-
hit like this preseason,
Which I'd rather
He
Christian
talking
Wood play
about
power
6.
forward.
he talking about
He
6.
talking
He need
about-
to take like 3. 3
Yeah,
is
he needs
fine.
to. Yeah, 3 is fine. 3, I'm with you on
Yeah,
that.
3.
I'm with you on that. Anything over 3, I'm like, bruh, no,
Hell
because
nah.
last season,
Mm-mm.
when in the beginning part of last season, when Braun was shooting like 8 threes a game, everybody was like, bruh.
26%.
And then we
Talking
get to
about
AD.
we got better tonight.
Right, bro. Like, that was the funniest Laker team of all time, I swear. But no, like my thing is like AD. For y'all know, y'all are the Lakers fans. Do y'all think AD gives you more productivity in the post or on the perimeter?
He gives us more
The post,
productivity
of course.
when his
The
jumper
post.
is
I've been
hit.
seeing him shoot a lot from the perimeter, but the post, I
Post
think,
is his money shot.
It is.
yeah,
The
that's
alley
what I
oops
say. I
is
feel
his
like-
best ones.
When AD
Yeah.
drives down the lane, it's like for him to be able to still move at that height of his and the way that he does contort his body. I'm
He
like,
can
yo,
do that at will though. When
But-
his jumper is
Yeah.
hitting, like if he could get somewhere at least like what is he like 34
He's not
from
a
the
bad.
mid
He's not a
range?
bad mid-range shooter.
If he
Yeah,
could
he
get
not-
to like 37, maybe 38, like just get more consistent, like this preseason. If he
AD
shoot
wanna
that
shoot
bit with
that
no
thing, though.
hesitation and get the fluid motion, he'll hit it. But
I think-
when he in his head and just hesitating, he catches.
He got a chance to win
MVP.
MVP this year. He got a definite
Nah,
chance.
That's how I play
I don't
sometimes.
think so.
he got a shot.
Who got a chance
He
to win
might.
MVP?
He might.
He might have a shot.
AD.
Who
He
y'all
got a
talking
better
about?
game.
Dame.
That's like a lot.
No way.
Nah, I don't think Dame got no chance to win
Mm-mm.
MVP. It probably
He ain't
gonna
gonna
be
outplay. He ain't
Why
gonna
you
outplay
don't?
Giannis.
Why you don't think that? Why you don't think that?
because Giannis gonna be holding down more of the defensive effort now, and
All right,
plus
well,
he gonna
one
have
of
to
them.
he gonna have to take the task on the wings. It ain't gonna be no I don't want to guard Jimmy Butler. Oh, the coach ain't telling me get your ass out there and guard Jimmy Butler. And
I want to see
guard
what Jimmy Butler
whoever
looking like on the court.
you need to do that.
I
And
want to
Giannis
see
is
what
gonna
Embiid.
he gonna still be the number one
Nah,
guy.
I don't
It's
think
Giannis
Miami
too.
gonna be the same. They lost a lot of players.
I want to see what
Giannis.
Jimmy Butler look like.
Jokic, Luka out the picture. They finna be in the play-in. Probably be in there. They got a revamp team.
I just hope the Nuggets don't
It'll
win.
probably be the same people again. Depending on if Harden gonna play and not sit out, Embiid will be in there. He'll probably average 30 again.
Harden need to
No.
go ahead and just trade to a different team.
Nah,
Y'all
the
think
Nuggets
he's
ain't
gonna help
I don't
the
think
Let
the
me
Nuggets
ask y'all
gonna be in the
fellas something. I
competition
want to
this year.
start off with ZZ on this one. I want to ask y'all, I want to talk about the big man element for the Los Angeles Lakers. Size, rim protection has always been a concern in these last couple seasons for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now you have Jackson Hayes joining in with Christian Woods and Anthony Davis. ZZ, I'm going to start with you, bro. What's your thoughts on the size element of the Lakers? Have Rob Pelinka done a good job of putting some height on this ball club? And do you think they need more than what they currently have?
I think he did do a solid. I don't want to just say good. I think he did a solid job with the acquisitions of Wood and Jackson. I'm a big Jackson Hayes fan. Love his athleticism when he was in New Orleans, but I don't look at him as like a go-to, interior. Tracy was good. I don't look at him as like the go-to interior defender, at least even when he was over there in New Orleans. So I think that with the help of or mentorship of AD, maybe he can be like, all right, let's use that athleticism to help me out if I miss a block or something like that. So I'm interested to see that dynamic. Christian Wood is the biggest one that I'm interested to see because we know what he's going to give you from an offensive perspective, the offensive side of the ball, right? But at the same time, it would be very beneficial imagine if what he was giving you on the offense, he could give you half of that on the defensive end, because AD is going to give it to you the most out of the three of them. Jackson Hayes has athleticism, so he's prone for a couple of fantastic highlight blocks a game. But if they get Wood to just round all that out, they can have a scary-ass front line.
Really
front
like
court.
a mini AD.
Right, like a mini AD.
He could shoot threes.
He might be a better shooter than AD.
He been getting effort in the preseason.
Oh, what about the Spurs?
Ooh,
Man, we
What
on
about-
LAKERLAND.
Wemby.
I was thinking about Wemby.
What about the Spurs?
Nah, Wemby is probably the only big
Wemby
man they really
is
got
impressive.
over there. He impressive, but
Nice.
he the only
Definitely
big man they
impressive.
got over there.
Y'all seen that steal he got where he
That team
put
ain't no threat.
his foot on the ground?
Yes,
That boy,
bro.
that boy
He's a
Shaq got
problem
put on
on
the
with
ground.
me and Zizi was talking. He's a problem on both hands too. So he's going to be
Yeah, he is.
definitely one of those ones
Boy, hit
Yeah,
that
he
left
is.
for
handed
sure. I can't
layup.
wait to see what he got.
I think he might lead the league in blocks this
Uncle
year.
Don,
I
what's
swear.
your thoughts,
Oh,
bro, on
easy.
the big man
Easy.
element of the Lakers?
I think
Uncle
they
Don,
got a
what's your thoughts
solid.
on the big man element?
They got a solid big man core because they got shooters as big men. They tall, they get rebounds, and they athletic. You can't get no better than them. Jackson, that was a
Yeah.
good pickup for the Lakers because Jackson Hayes, he's very athletic. Yeah, before he came to the team, he was beefing with LeBron and them. So that's a good chemistry to have.
That's
Somebody
crazy,
that you,
right?
yeah, that's crazy. It happens like that though with teammates. Like y'all used to be playing against each other, be mad at each other all the time. Now y'all playing with each other. How do y'all
And
link
wind
with
up
each
linking.
other?
We saw it happen with Pat Beverly and Russell Westbrook.
But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It happens all the time. You're right,
Crazy.
bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. They played with each other after that.
What about you, Bit? What's your thoughts on the big man element for the Lakers with Christian Wood, AD, and Jackson Hayes? Is that enough?
I think it's solid, especially when you add LeBron in there come playoff time. You know what he gonna do, turn up, be that extra help. So as long as we get Christian Wood to buy in and just give effort like he doing in the preseason, he giving effort. The only thing I don't like about Christian Wood is right now he just playing for fouls. He drive to the lane and throw his hands up. Stop doing that, man. Go hard, attack the rim, finish, and don't look for no foul. Just finish. But long as he buying in on the defensive end, we're gonna be straight. You know, Jackson Hayes is a solid roamer. AD gonna hold it down.
They
Is
still got my boy
Christian Wood
Van
Bit?
too.
Is Christian Wood trade bait to you, bro? Or do you think he got a solidified spot for this year?
I think he'll have a solidified. We gonna need that. I think he's gonna have a solidified spot because
Yeah, we
AD
gonna need
doesn't
him.
want to play the five. We hear it all the time. He doesn't want to play the five. So as long as we got some bodies to throw out there, and it's not so much stress on AD's body through the regular season, let Jackson Hayes handle that, and AD come and swat some sometimes. Let Christian Wood battle sometimes. It's just like that time when we was talking about Jokic on Jokic. It's not just to let him cook Christian Wood. It's just to bang up Christian Wood's body so AD can roam and come be that help. Let it be like that, just like how we did Rui. Let him bang with Rui and let AD come roam. So I think he'll have a solid rotation spot.
Yeah.
No, I don't know too much about the
Kid,
Lakers.
what's your reaction, bro, to the big man for the Lakers?
I really don't watch the Lakers like that, but I mean,
Disrespect.
'cause that's not my team.
Disrespectful,
That's
kid.
not my team. That's
Disrespectful,
not my
bro.
team. That's not my team. Okay, hold on. That's not my team.
So
But
what, bro? You supposed to be watching the hottest team in the league. It's the Lakers, bro. Don't do that.
I know. But
Hottest team.
I mean, it's all right. Well, I want to say the hottest. Well, hold on.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
You know, Austin Reeves got that hype for us, man.
Yo, y'all some haters, bro.
They know like
I feel like everybody's
But
really
no,
talking
what's your
about the
thoughts, bro,
Bucks
when,
right
when we talk about the big man?
now.
Right.
My
That's true.
thoughts.
That's true.
I don't really know.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. I can respect it. Well, let me give y'all my thoughts. I'm happy. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I'm happy because,
Yeah,
like I
OG.
said, it's
Talk
always
to him.
been
I ain't even
a
gonna try to
complaint
make up something.
about the Lakers not having no size, no big men, and they didn't have to go broke to pick these guys up.
that's a
You
fact.
know what I'm saying? And I think all these guys got something to play for. So I'm definitely excited for this one. Bit
Especially
Uncle
the
Don,
lineups.
Kid, bro. I appreciate y'all joining us on Lakerland. We about to sign
Anytime.
off. Definitely appreciate y'all, man. We'll be
Appreciate
back at it
y'all.
on
Easy.
Tuesday and, of course,
All right.
every
Easy.
Sunday. So salute to you
Yes,
three
sir.
fellas. Hope y'all three have a good week, man. Thank y'all for
course.
joining us. For sure.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all.
Alrighty, man. Salute to my guys, man. Absolutely. All day, every day. Big up to my guys. All right, Zizi, we got a couple minutes left before we wrap things up here at Lakerland, man. Pretty interesting show. I'm not even
Yeah, for
gonna
real.
hold you.
The fact that we are at 62 likes is good, but
Yeah,
we should have
appreciate
more.
y'all. Appreciate y'all.
I know damn well that somebody ain't liked it. So so like that damn like button, please. Anyway,
Oh, it's
what
all
else?
good, man. You
what
can't
else we got in the
satisfy
last-
everybody, but thank you guys for coming through and supporting. If you guys have not done so already, make sure you subscribe here to the Players Choice channel, join our membership, become a part of our Players Choice family, man. We definitely look forward to having you guys being a part of our network. Make sure y'all smash that like button. And as I said, we got some giveaways and lottery things. We got a lot of things going on here in Lakerland. So if you're on Instagram, if you're on Twitter, Facebook, wherever you at on social media, make sure you hashtag Lakerland. Make sure you share our show, and you'll be automatically included in our giveaways, man. We got a lot on deck for you guys. So I'm definitely looking forward to this upcoming season. Let's see what Lakerland is talking about real quick before we get up out of here. Cowboy Bob is in the building. Bucks ain't winning same as the LA Lakers. Oh, really? Oh, really, Bob? Who's winning the NBA championship this season, gang? Let me know who you got winning.
Go ahead and say Golden State.
For sure.
5 real quick.
No doubt. Big up to our Players Choice family. Tank in the building. Hit that like button. Definitely appreciate you.
So it's crazy how go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say Lightout's not here, and I can only imagine how much he could have added to this show. Like I really want to hear some of his takes, like his duo list, miss you, man. He's in Cancun right now, warming up. He's in Cancun right now, preparing the Lakers hotel room right now. But I appreciate it.
Our early trip, our in season. I forgot about the in season tournament. We don't really talk about that.
Yeah.
I think either Tuesday or maybe we'll wait for Light Out to come back. That'll be one of our topics that we need to tackle. How will this in-game tournament affect the Lakers specifically? Because I believe the tournament starts in November or something like that. So, that is right around the corner. Then, of course, you have to play a certain amount of games to be eligible to be all NBA. Like, there's a lot of new variables going down. I think we need to discuss when we talk about our Lakers. So I guess we'll hold it for Light Out to bring that ass back so we can do what we supposed to do. For sure.
For sure, man. It's been a solid show.
Topic. I got one more for you, ZZ, and then we can go ahead and hang it up. And I wanted to bring my guy back because he brought this up originally. But I did say that the NBA GMs, they have voted and they gave the Lakers absolutely no votes on being an NBA title contender. Now, I know you are Warriors fans, so I know you're not going to sit up here and cap and act like the Lakers are going to win the championship. But just realistically, bro, do the Lakers have any shot of winning the Larry O'Brien trophy this season?
They have a shot. I'm saying that with all bias aside, and because I actually, like I said, the Lakers had the best offseason to me in terms of outside of Dame going to Milwaukee, but in terms of just putting together a team, like you said, they didn't have to go broke to get solid big men, at least 3 solid bigs for them for the interior. So like I said, I think they have a shot. I don't see how a team that, like y'all have mentioned 5 million times on this episode, went to the Western Conference Finals when no one expected them to, out of the play-in, and got their team put together at the crack of the deadline. They threw all their chips in on the table and said, this is the best that we could possibly do, and they showed incredible results, right? Higher than expectations last season. So for this season, I look at them and I say, in that stacked West, which the West always is, do I look at the way that the Lakers roster is looking, and I say, do I see them putting together a solid season enough for them to make a postseason run? Yeah, like, albeit maybe injuries, but at the same time, I don't hope to God that they don't, if an injury occurs to AD or LeBron, that they're not out for like a significantly long period of time. But I think that, they're going to have some nagging injuries, maybe a sprained ankle here and there, but that comes with the territory. It happens to every NBA player. So I think that they have enough for a supporting cast to be able to withstand, a few stretches missing LeBron and AD, enough to get them a secure spot in the playoffs, not just to play in. So, yeah, that's how I feel about it.
No doubt. Big shout out to our new Players Choice family member, Tracy, still in the building. Tracy, appreciate you, gang. Thank you for joining our membership and becoming a part of the Players Choice Lakerland family. Definitely appreciated. A lot of perks, prizes, and giveaways we got on deck. So shout out to Tracy and thank you, fam, for becoming a member. Yeah, man, like to see these guys go to the Western Conference Finals last season, and like you said, the Western Conference as a whole has gotten much better. You know, there's no doubt about that. But I don't have any concern about that because my team got better. People are making it seem like the Lakers were just idle during the offseason. They didn't do anything. They didn't make any adjustments. The players that they already had didn't get better. We literally watching Austin Reeves come into age. We're watching D'Angelo Russell play some unbelievable basketball. We're seeing people literally buying in to, you know, what the Lakers are trying to do this season. So, you know, to say or to see that the NBA GMs didn't give the Lakers no votes to be a title contender, I mean, it just seemed to me to be more hate than anything, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I don't know how. And personally, there's another part of me that's like, I don't know how a team that has LeBron James on it doesn't get any votes for a championship contender. You know, like,
and Tank laid it out right here. This is perfect right here. Everybody going crazy off of names. And what's going to wind up happening is we're going to have a whole bunch of conversations this season about shit that hasn't been proven. Tank, you hit this shit right on the head, bro. Because if AD and LeBron gets hurt, which has been a storyline for the Lakers, we got guys that literally can pick up the pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the Lakers under LeBron James have ever had that type of comfortability that if AD or LeBron went down for a substantial amount of time, could you still rely on the squad that they have to at least get them playing basketball in April, you know, or possibly in May? I feel like this team, man, when it comes to depth, desire, you know, hunger, you look at the Lakers as far as the young boys that they got, ZZ. Did you know that you're dealing with Max Christie, who was basically 35th draft pick overall? You got Maxwell Lewis, who was drafted 40th. You got Jared Vanderbilt, who was drafted 41st in the draft. And then you got guys like Austin Reeves, Gabe Vincent, Christian Wood, Alex Fudge, Hodge, and Castleton. All of those guys are undrafted. So you got a hella young people on this Lakers team that are really hungry and want to prove that they belong. So I love it, bro. I'm not even going to hold you, bro. I love it. I love it for my squad. I can't.
I'm going to have to see, like you just informed me about how many undrafted players they have. So I'm going to have to see if heat culture can be applied some way, shape, or form in LA with their undrafted guys. Because with the Heat's undrafted guys, they were able to put together so many solid stretches that they ended up going to the finals last year as an 8 seed. So
but that's why I put so much respect on Eric Spoelstra,
right,
and even to a fault, Pat Riley, because of that environment that Miami has generated. Like it's hard for any organization or franchise to duplicate that. And I feel like Golden State was one of those teams that definitely built a winning culture. Your guys got that, but that Draymond Green, I don't understand why y'all still have him under uniform and under contract, bro. Like, I feel like Draymond Green has individually destroyed you guys of winning another 2 or 3 championships, bro.
I can see your point on that. I can see your point on that.
It's crazy.
And I mean, I totally see where you're coming from. But for me, I look at it and I say, was Draymond? People look at it and they always say, was Draymond in the wrong? Because obviously, what they see from the eye test is oh yeah, Draymond's in the wrong. Draymond told Kevin Durant that they didn't need him before and they could win without him, and they won without him, and they won before him. So if anything, Draymond Green put the pressure on Kevin Durant to say, if you want out, fine. Because KD was already his player option. He didn't even pick up at that point in the season.
Yeah, you're right.
He was already one foot in and one foot out. Draymond, being the emotional vocal leader of this team and this dynasty, is saying the same thing like I told you with the Bill Laimbeer analogy that I gave you last episode. When you're coming to play for Golden State, championship or bust. That's how it is for them. They're a championship culture. So if you don't have, if you think that you're in and you think that you might go somewhere else, Draymond has every right to be like, I'm loyal to this team. Steph's loyal to this team. Clay wants to be here. You don't want to be here? Fine. We'll get somebody to replace you. And they got the Canadian Michael Jordan to do it, Andrew Wiggins. So with Jordan Poole, I look at it and I say, Draymond punched Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole ended up crapping the bed over and over again last season. Draymond pretty much had a better regular season than Jordan Poole. You can even make a small case for the postseason. Draymond was more impactful than Jordan Poole last season. Straight up.
Right.
So, yeah, like, you know, all right. But I know we got to wrap it up. So,
yes, sir. We are pretty much done. Episode 12 is now officially in the books, LAKERLAND. Y'all already know how we come in. Definitely thank you guys so much for joining us this afternoon here at LAKERLAND. Do remember, join us this Tuesday, 7:00 p.m. Eastern, and every Sunday, 1:00 p.m. Eastern, here live on Players Choice. Shout out again to Lakers Nation. Big up to the NBA community and our Players Choice family. Thank you guys so much for being a part of today's stream. We will see you guys on next Tuesday, 7:00 p.m. Eastern. Hope you guys stay safe. 2-bit salute, 2 cents. I see you, my G Nuggets fan. I see you, Judah. Big up to y'all. Y'all stay safe. This is LAKERLAND. I'm your host, moderator, 7 Mitchell. That's ZZ. Light Out will be back with us in a week. We out, y'all. Peace.
Yes, sir.